We are live. What's up, geeks and gamers, on a live stream? I am really, I don't even know what to do here. What does this thing work?
That's what I was going to say. Did you even know how to do this anymore? Have you forgotten? Did something take away your ability to understand how to live stream, Jeremy?
This is how bad they hurt me. They took away my knowledge and they took away my will to I was Padme at the end of Revenge of the Sith. I lost the will to live, but luckily there was a new hope. And that was Ryan Kennel. No, what's going on, everybody?
That was a stretch.
But we are live here on Geeks and Gamers because Naughty Dog can go fuck themselves. I am joined by the leader of the fandom menace, Nerdrotic Gary. How are you, Gary?
I'm enjoying my last couple days as leader of the fandom menace by doing the same thing I was doing before. Absolutely nothing. And it's been great. I'm doing good. How are you, Jeremy? More importantly, how are you?
It's been a hell of a day. I mean, we got the strike lifted. We got monetized on Gaming with Geeks, which still has a fucking strike, which is hilarious. We live in a world where Az can self-demonetize himself and then get the green mark of beautiful monies. All right. Az, for the first time ever on Geeks and Gamers, how are you, buddy?
Yeah, I'm finished. Thanks. Bye.
All right. Bye, buddy.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Did I come? I'm going. Okay. I'm good. How are you?
How was that Batwoman finale?
I'm watching the timer tick down, thinking, yeah, I'm fine. I'm watching a fucking video, and this twat comes online and starts streaming. I'm like, oh, for fuck's sake. So, didn't get finished with video. I'm all vexed. I've got a big bottle of fucking 4 pint of milk here.
Is that what your milk comes in?
I'm not Gary. I actually start my streams earlier on time, okay? Wait, let me see that. Is that British milk?
It's British milk. I mean, it comes straight from the cow.
That is semi-skimmed, straight from the teat.
It's so tall.
It's
really tall.
It's for their skinny, tiny refrigerators.
Do you need a license?
It's got girth. It's got some girth on it. Come on, let's go.
Do you need a license for like a mega sized fridge or something over there?
You need a wallet. That's what you need. You need a wallet.
You got a license for that.
And we are joined by the strike master himself, the man who has accumulated more strikes than anyone from Naughty Dog.
More strikes than Boob Wraith?
I have accumulated 4 strikes on 3 different channels so far. But somehow, some way, we're still here because Sony loses and we win. That is the story of today. That is the story of Naughty Dog and The Last of Us Part 2, of Neil Cuckman and Anita Sarkeesian's love child.
Well, unless they go for the Hail Mary on Wednesday.
That's true. That's true. Yeah. And they could, but
they could. Yeah. It's the only thing they can do.
Well, so if you are just joining us, this channel has been going through some issues along with so many other channels, Ryan included, as from Heel versus Babyface, and more channels. And we're going to bring some attention to a lot of these channels that are still dealing with it, channels that don't have the following we have. And it's kind of bullshit with these companies like Naughty Dog and Sony through Musso TNT Ltd, a little bitch-made company ran by a pork wallet named Andy Chatterley. That's how I'm going to say his name now. He's the new Kibblesmith. And in my video, I kind of went for a Nerdrotic style video on my next upload. I kind of start, putting the pictures up there. I've got the stars behind me. And when I put Andy Chatterley's Twitter bio, I then put pork wallet with an arrow pointing right to his name, and it just leaves it up there for a while. And I start dropping memes. I put the meme with Neil Cuckman and Anita Sarkeesian where he's like, "May I please get a crumb of pussy, my lady?" I'm using it all. I don't give a fuck because I was ready to crash this ship because ultimately I felt like we were right. I mean, again, I said many times, which this video is uploaded now on the Geeks and Gamers live channel. The live stream that I had that got the strike, I was very confident that we did not use any copywritten material at all, and we didn't. But it wasn't about copywriting. It wasn't about following the letter of the law. It was about abusing the system and trying intimidating tactics on people. When you get a copyright strike, Az can speak to this, Ryan can speak to this, Nerdrodit can speak to this, so many others. When you get a strike, the language they use is very intimidating. It is meant to intimidate you. It is meant to make you fall back and bend the knee and not want to challenge the system. It's all this like, before hitting this, you need to understand that you are beginning the legal process, and if this and if that, such bullshit. Like Gary, you went through this last year, right?
Yep.
What was the video?
It was a Star Trek video, and I honest to God don't even remember it now, but it got struck down. I was bitching about Star Trek Discovery. Oh, I was talking about rumors about Kurtzman, and it got struck down. I think Mecha got struck down at the same time, and
Midnight's Edge.
Yep. And lost my ability to live stream, and then magically got it at 10 days. And I didn't even know what the hell was going on at the time.
Yep.
And what sucked, I was about to take off on vacation, so I had to scramble and start another channel. Turned out, and guess what? It all turned out for the best. It ended up helping the channel in every way. So, and they ended up not doing anything. And since then, I have been using more clips. I'll throw in a spoiler. I don't give a crap. And there's not, I mean, they could knock you down for a little while, but you're right. The threatening language is just there to get you to bend the knee, which I'm not doing anymore. Like ever.
And thank you to everybody. I see the chat. I see the super chats. I'm already overwhelmed by the support. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Do it one more time, because this is how I feel. Hang on. This is how I feel about all of the support, you guys, right here.
Thank you so much. I love you so much.
Oh man. If you have not seen Friday Night Tights, which you probably have, that is as giving he's imitating a Raylo when they see Ben Swolo. It's beautiful.
I love him so much.
It's so bad, but yes, we do.
That entire theater that was full of Raylos, that we saw the reaction to those parts. That is the definition.
But it stunk of cum.
That is the definition of
stunk of fucking cum.
Conservation of happiness theory, right? So even if I'm not very happy, if there's something in the world that makes you less happy, then I am in turn more happy. That is the definition of watching that. Exactly.
No, that was the moment of 2019 for me. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Oh man, that was so bad. But so Ryan, you've got some things going on. I don't know how much you want to say in reference to your channel, but you have had a strike lifted, but you still have a strike on there, or you tell me. I can't remember what's going on exactly.
Yeah, so essentially what happened, I made a video a couple days ago because Sony, Musso reached out and did the same exact thing essentially that they did for the Gaming with Geeks channel. And they said, hey, I know we false copyright struck you and didn't tell you, what you actually infringed upon, like we're legally required to do per the DMCA Act. However, now we're coming to you and saying, hey, these timestamps here, this is when you showed things that we feel are like copyright infringement. They wanted me to agree to not post the video, just take it down completely or delete it, or to edit it and re-upload it without the copyrighted material. I didn't really agree with that. I didn't want to do that. I didn't want to take this 8,000 view video off my channel, more so for the principle than the $6 in ad revenue. So I said, how about I blur it out? How about use YouTube editor to blur it out? That was my compromise that I offered them. After listening to Az's video, after listening to just some guy's video and how, copyright claims had been released on channels that have the exact same images that I put in my videos, and that this is likely just an attempt to do as much damage control as they could, I emailed them back and I said, you know what? Fuck what I told you before. Fuck blurring it out. I'm not going to do that. I am just going to wait out the timer.
Is that what you said, Ryan?
I didn't say fuck. I didn't say fuck.
So you're lying.
I'm a liar, yes. I'm not using my exact language.
Do you want to tell us what you actually said, Ryan?
I can. I can pull it up. Hold on.
We appreciate that.
That's kind of what I did when I was like, I told them to go fuck themselves. I didn't quite say that, but I did. I was very sarcastic and direct in how I, told them. Because basically, and I put the screenshots up, but basically I was just like, if me deleting the video was the solution, why did you strike me in the first place? This was never about, because their whole agreement was your video has, from a timestamp here, a timestamp there, yada, yada, yada. If you remove that part or if you remove the video, we'll release a strike. Well, then why didn't you just block the video to begin with? Because you weren't interested in that. You were interested in intimidating and using this system and abusing this system, which is exactly what they did. All right, Ryan, you got it?
So exactly what I said is I'm rescinding my offer on these issues. You're releasing other claims that have the same exact images that I have in mind. These were nothing but games. It's clear that Sony Interactive Entertainment feels these are completely within fair use since they're letting other videos go back up and releasing the claims. That is shameful. I will not be altering the videos. I will wait for the claims to process through YouTube's counter notification system. This was a clear attempt by Sony to try to cover themselves after the copyright strikes were improperly filed. Then I repeat myself for some reason like an idiot. If my videos get struck again in this manner, I will join many other people in taking legal action against Sony for the copyright abuse. The videos will go public again if 10 business days go by in accordance with the counter notification system. And then my video, the 10 business days went up to the fucking minute of the first video that was struck. And that video is now public again. So fuck Naughty Dog. Fuck Sony, fuck Musso, and we're gonna keep rolling because this has been as tough as it is to go with 2 copyright strikes on your channel and to fucking sit there on a line wondering if I'm gonna wake up and the channel's gonna be gone. It's been pretty good as far as traction, as far as subscribers, things like that. And guys, we are not done. We are not done monetizing these people because that's what we do. When people try to fuck with you, we monetize them.
Look at him already. So
I have a Teespring store. I have a Teespring store right here. I'm gonna copy and paste this here. We got sweatshirts. We got t-shirts. We got coffee mugs. And we respect the women, so we got women's sizes too. And listen, hey, this one, it says male/unisex, so it even works for Abby. So literally anybody is available.
Where are the V-necks, Ryan?
Is that a event
Where's the
t-shirt?
special fuck Naughty Dog V-neck?
There are no V-necks, but maybe I can get that.
Where's the Dexter variant? Where's the Dexter variant part?
Hey, where's the little doggy coat for fuck Naughty Dog? What if your dog wants to wear fuck Naughty Dog?
That's true. We're still expanding. We're still expanding this thing. This is just preliminary. I made this up in like a minute before my stream the other day. But yeah, I think it looks good. It's different font and it's different colors.
You're gonna get another email now saying you are infringing on our license. You are infringing on our trademark, and we are suing again. You have all the strikes back.
Come at me. Come at me, bro.
Ryan deserves that after what he dealt with on that Twitch stream last night with Mario Kart. That was insanity right there. He is the best Twitch thought. He is the best Twitch thought. Yeah.
Don't even have to go outside and eat grass.
So now, Mannix, one of his got released, correct, Ryan?
Yes.
Okay, and he still has another one. We're just waiting out the clock. And then what's up with Murta, though? She should have already... I felt like hers happened right around mine.
No, hers runs out on Friday.
Yeah,
okay.
So she had issues with them accepting the counter notification. So when you do that, and I had the same issue she had, actually, because I submitted my 2 counter notifications. One got accepted, and one got rejected. They both had close to the same verbiage in it. After one got rejected, I used a much more used one that I got on recommendations from a lawyer and actually put that in, and that one got accepted very quickly. So it's all about really making sure you use the right verbiage in those counter notifications. So hers didn't get accepted until a little bit later. So she still has a couple days to wait before her 10 business days passes. Same goes with Mara Jade, who's in the same situation.
And so where are you at with everything? You're in the clear, right? You're in the clear, and
everything's gone. Everything's
okay.
gone.
And so, I mean, right now it's really just them dragging this out, using that 10 days. And it was, I believe, and as you might, I'd like your perspective on this. I believe that this was all meant to try and slow the spread of this, when it first happened, like, we're going to strike people down.
Flatten the curve.
Flatten the curve. This was their opportunity to flatten the curve. And all they did is created a tidal wave. But what do you think the whole intent was when this all began from their perspective?
Yeah, I was going to say, I'm all clear, but it's kind of like, well, kind of no. I'm sort of all clear, but 13,000 subscribers up.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
Thank you, Sony. Really do appreciate that. 13,000 subscribers in, 3 and a bit weeks. I appreciate that. Cheers, thanks. Because all they did is shine the Streisand effect. I think they totally went for, if we blanket everything, we stop the spread of the information. And we can hold on for 30, 40 days. And then by time we are having to release these claims, or hopefully we've scared them into pulling down their respective videos, because we're big bad Sony and we've got all the lawyers, then everything would have died down. I don't think they quite understood that as YouTubers, we're not exactly shrinking violets. We do like to say our piece, and the worst thing you can try and do is censor us and is silence us. So I don't think they quite expected people like, Mr. H, it's just some guy, myself, you, as when I say bigger creators, 200,000 pluses, and then all the others as well, just coming out and going, off. Absolutely fuck up. Yeah, so I think they got quite a shock at the kickback. Yep. People immediately filing go fuck yourselves back to Sony, which forces them into a position where, like, well, do we want to take this to court? Because even if they had I was watching Hogue Lord's video before I came on here that you rudely interrupted by starting early. And he was saying,
he's here.
He was saying there's so much ambiguity, even if it is fair use, you just don't know which way it quite go. My solicitor was a lot more sort of forthwith. He was like, I think they've breached it here, they breached it there, and he was picking very specific instances where they breached that and the abuse of this, the filing of it, all this kind of stuff. So that's what he was bringing. And he was like, I think you got a very strong case as regards to the abuse. So Sony, I think, had to then look at the fact that, do we want to drag regular people into the court system for ultimately something they didn't do, just something that happened that they talked about? And the publicity against them would have been monumental. It's been bad enough as it is. Mm-hmm. So I personally think that's it. I think this is now, they're saying, right, drop everything. We've got a month until the release of the game. Hopefully, new news is going to come along. Some dopey person is going to pretend to be a fucking deer on Twitch and eat grass and have fucking massages. And then they're going to go around threatening everyone that they've got power, and they're going to come after white supremacists, even though the dumb cunt's white. They're kind of banking on something like that happening, which is a million in. Oh, it happened. Oh, sorry. It actually fucking happened. Okay, so they're kind of banking.
She's actually a white-tailed deer supremacist. So
she's like a man who's a woman who's a deer, but they're not, because they're wearing antlers, which is a stag, not a fucking deer. So what the fuck are you? You don't even know your own fucking. That's why goddamn genders.
I'm so glad Gary did the sound effects too while you were bringing that up.
So I think eat them all.
Well, as was talking, I was able to do my grocery shopping, and I bought a "Fuck Naughty Dog" T-shirt as well.
Hey,
there you go.
And it's been delivered.
Oh God!
Laying down the facts, Gary. Laying down the facts.
There you go.
I gotta give a shout out to Space Window too. Space Window is the one who designed that for me. Out of the blue, and now I've used it for my YouTube membership. I've used it for this, so Space Window is the man. Make sure you guys check him out.
Ryan, best part, I bought it on my business credit card. I'm gonna write that bitch off. So thanks, Naughty Dog.
Oh look, yeah. I look like PP.
Oh, God. So yeah, we if you're just joining, thank you everybody. Great turnout so far. I will get to super chats. It's we got a lot to talk about, but I'm going to make sure we spend a lot of time on that. So thank you all for the support from that perspective. Really do appreciate that. It has been really, it's been a stressful situation. I mean, initially when the strike happened on the live stream, you know, that was when I was like, motherfucker, like if they're going to just strike me down for talking about this, then I mean, I've got 4 videos on the channel right now that fall into that criteria. They can just boom, I'm done, you know? And it was nerve-wracking. I kind of considered the fact that our channel was going to get taken down, and I just was like, I'm just going to drive it to the ground if that's what's going to happen. Ultimately, I felt like in the long game we would win, things would get situated, but it's still nerve-wracking. You see YouTube takes channels down all the time for absolutely nothing, you know what I mean? So it's been crazy. Really just appreciate all the support, you know, from everybody. Gary's been, you know, like the moment this happened, Gary was like, whatever you need, man, I got you. Gary was pushing me to go live stream from D-Day Cobra. I was like, I'm gonna wait, you know.
Still think you should have.
I know, probably should have, but you know, and then with Ryan having 2 strikes, I mean, I don't even know how you've been sleeping since that. 2 fucking strikes, you know what I mean? Like,
after the first 3 days, I was just like, whatever. You get used to seeing those big red fucking 2 out of 3 every time you pull up your YouTube channel. You freak out whenever you get an email that says YouTube or something. I got a copyright claim on a video on like my second channel, and my fucking heart was like pumping for a second. But yeah, it's back down. Now we're not at the edge. So
do we all have PTSD, by the way, from the sound of the email coming through on our phone?
No, seriously, like when I got the response email for Gaming with Geeks, you know, that was like what, 3 o'clock in the morning my time, and I'm like, my heart just sinks. I'm like, oh God, here it is. And then I read it, I'm like, okay, the language, the way they spoke, I was like, they know that they're not in the right. You know what I mean? So that they clearly understand that all we need to do is push back a little bit, you know, and we got them. So I felt really good after that email, but right when I got it though, it was pretty nerve-wracking, man. But this is what they do. And again, I understand, and I've talked to my lawyer about it. So I mean, you know, ultimately the monetary value I have received and Az has received and Ryan has received, we have benefited from this. So that doesn't change the fact that it was very stressful. But when you look at it, you go, hey, can we sue them? Not really. You know what I mean? Because a lawyer is going to sit there and go, okay, well, where were you at when this started? We didn't hurt you. You know, this is how they manipulate the system. You know what I mean? We didn't hurt you from monetary value. Did we stress you out? Whatever. It doesn't matter. You know, they can work that system. But right now, ultimately, take the monetary value out of it. I mean, because ultimately, that's designed to make you not, you know, resist. It's designed to make you fall back and fall in line. Bend the knee to them immediately. That's what it's designed to do. And then ultimately they abuse the system. Yet here we are now, 10 days later, where it's been proven that they abused the system. And who got punished? Technically punished. We did. We the ones that got punished. Yes, you can point to the fact, well, you guys benefited. It's because we spun you breaking the fucking law. We used it against you. But that's just how it is. Like, this is the nonsense of this situation. Like, they can do it, and they're trying to intimidate you. It's
do you know what news has gone really, really quiet?
Huh?
Do you know what news has gone really quiet surrounding this whole issue?
The hackers. When's the last time we heard about?
Yeah,
we found them.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, we've identified them. We're not going to tell you who it is. We know though. We know, guys.
Yeah.
Nothing.
Never a peep. Never a peep again.
And Angry Joe can verify this now because he talked to somebody.
Yeah, I heard that. That's true. That's a really good point, you know. And yeah,
I talked to the janitor at Sony, and he said he had heard nothing about it. So that verifies it right there.
I mean, I was happy. I was very happy that Angry Joe even brought up the story, but ultimately, I don't know if he did more harm than good or not. You know what I mean? Because that just floating that story there, I saw people that were, you know, in our comments going, "Oh, it's not even Naughty Dog." The fuck are you talking about?
Why wouldn't you reach out to the people who were hit? I mean, he actually mentioned me by name in his previous video, and he's saying, "Oh, you know, looks like this is getting so." Why didn't he? And I showed in that video the Sony, the SIEA, and the SIEE. So why wouldn't you just I've spoken to Naughty Dog. Why don't I now speak to Jeremy? Why don't I speak to just some guy? Why don't I just speak to someone else as regards to what they actually have? Who made your actual claims? Then he can have a more balanced piece of information before he does the video.
Yep, exactly.
I don't know. I mean, it's his channel, his prerogative, but
because it wouldn't help him.
Yeah,
it doesn't help him to bring other channels on. So.
I think
I just mean get the info offers. Don't bring us on, but just get the info offers to relay in his video. I spoke to Jeremy at Geeks and Gamers. He sent us this screenshot. I PM'd Ryan earlier today. Ryan said, "Can you send me a screenshot of your claim release?" So he sends that through. That's all he had to do. Can you show us the actual claim so I can see who claimed? So he would see Musso. He would see Sony Interactive Entertainment America.
I do apologize again for that. The first one I sent, it was supposed to go to my OnlyFans, went to you instead. I apologize, but it is
wank. It's fine.
Oh man!
But yeah, I think that Angry Joe. I think that Angry Joe. Listen, he's connected to a lot of people in the industry. He's been around for a long time, and his channel is huge. So he knows people at these studios. I've talked to people who have talked to people at Naughty Dog, and the employees at Naughty Dog said, "Yeah, this is all a bunch of BS. Like, it's just a bunch of." This is what they said. It's just a bunch of alt-right people getting really upset about the leaks. That's what they said. They had no knowledge of this. They had no knowledge of the strikes, no knowledge of anything like that. So I'm betting that those same people are the ones that Angry Joe knows. So, and he just got that information, went with it because, I know people in the industry. But that's not always necessarily the most accurate information.
Yep, exactly. And it's the way he said it. And again, if I'm wrong, please correct me, but I'm pretty sure that he said it's not, that he made a definitive claim that it's not Naughty Dog. It's a company named Musso that's doing it. He made a definitive claim. He didn't say like I've heard or whatever. And that was just like, dude, what are you talking about, bro? Like, it's all you gotta do is the slightest bit of research and you'll figure this out. It absolutely is. It is Naughty Dog because Sony owns Naughty Dog and they're doing it on behalf of Sony. This is all because of that. But yeah, wild.
I'm sure Derek in marketing might not know what's going on, but I'm pretty sure the your Neil Druckmanns and your likes, they know full well what's going on as regards to all this. Of course they do.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I got to give a shout out to Gary for his incredible video where he used the golf swing, the golf meme. That was so on point. You even got a few complaints on that.
I did. I even when I said in the video, it's like, hey, I'm not talking about the game. I'm talking about my friends here. What are you doing, hate monger? Just taking something you don't know about. It's bad enough already out there.
Hey, there's Ryan Kennel from Louisiana.
I was just about to fucking tag that motherfucker. Fuck you. I'm just fuck Ryan Kennel from Louisiana. You are a bitch. You only had 5 followers and you took away my name that I wanted on Twitter. Go fuck yourself. I'm glad you had to protect your account.
Ryan, don't give it up. Never give it up.
Oh man,
the fucker makes one tweet in 2 years. This is the beginning of something new and exciting. Bull fucking shit. You didn't use it again after that.
Hey, he tweets responsibly. Come on.
Oh man,
that was grass and fucking have an orgasm while someone scratches your forehead. Come on.
God.
What is Murta's YouTube channel? Is it Murta 009? What is that? Or
001 maybe? I can pull it up. I got it. So
give me a screen share. We want to highlight her and Mannix really quick.
Yeah, and Murta's interesting because I actually I feel like I was the first one that saw that and retweeted that because our mentions were blown up obviously after all this shit happened, and I think it's just Murta. Here it is. Okay. Boom. Oh god.
So I want to highlight some other channels, and again, Murta's a small channel. How many subs does she have?
Well, she was at 4,000 at the start of this. Now she's at 5.6.
Okay, and has she only gotten 1 or 2?
She's only got 1 strike, and she She's the one who had issues because this is the whole thing. When they send you that with all that legal language, I don't feel like you should have to be a lawyer to respond to this claim. They're talking to you about starting a legal process. It's pretty clear based on my one that got accepted and my one that got rejected that they are looking for you to say very specific things about fair use, about transformative value, and about like what does constitute fair use. I don't feel like you should have to be a lawyer to deal with this because it's not technically in a legal proceeding yet. And it's kind of bullshit the whole way the copyright strikes work. But this is Murta's channel. She still has one strike. I do anticipate that that's going to go away within the next 3 to 4 days here.
Yeah, I'm hoping so too. Yeah. And yeah, I mean, she was, you know, she was really concerned, you know, she's like, because she's been on YouTube for a long time, right? She's been there for years and years. And, you know, she's like, I've never dealt with this. All I was doing was giving opinions. And I think she even she just shared released footage, correct?
Yeah, she just shared a trailer, like a publicly available trailer. And I'll put her thing in there. Murta, put her channel right there. Oh, Stephanie,
so you guys
got it.
Okay, look at Stephanie on it. Good job. So yeah, you guys go support her. You know, give her a like and comment on her videos. Let her know she has support. Because again, in these situations, like I saw her tweet earlier, and she was making the point, like, yeah, you know, I mean, look, I've been, you know, I've been a smaller channel versus channels that are this size now, and you know, Gary's size and Heel's size. I mean, I get it, you know. So she's like, well, yeah, they're responding to you guys because of course you guys have big channels comparatively speaking. She's like, they're not even going to think about me. But you know, these are the types of things, showing that support, letting her know that she's got support from us is crucial right now. So thank you guys for that. And I haven't spoke with her. I think Ryan, you talked to her DMs, you know, a little bit. She seems really nice. So. Yep,
she's nice. She's just someone who got caught up in this bullshit. And the best way to send a message to Naughty Dog, obviously, is to buy my merch. To wear it on your chest. Yeah, fuck Naughty Dog. You know, we've been paying it for forever, and that's the best way to support Murta. You know, definitely is check out her channel. The best way to say fuck Naughty Dog is to say fuck Naughty Dog.
I can't stop him after this Mario Kart stream, and I called him. I was like, dude, you did such a great job. I appreciate it. And now he's just like, fuck it, I can do anything I want now. Jeremy's not going to say anything to me because I pull off the Mario Kart Twitch thoughtness, you know.
Right, so. That's right. You shouldn't have fed my ego, Jeremy, because I will never be full.
Also, I want to highlight Mannix real quick. So if you can pull his channel up, and then, so Gary, what say you about all of this craziness? Because you're the guy that's dealt with it before. You've got your finger on the pulse of so many things going on, but where are you at on this?
Oh, I think it's great watching all of you guys grow. I think we didn't get close enough yet. One of these days. And unfortunately, it's going to take a channel getting struck down that something's going to happen. It's going to hit enough people. A channel or two that are pretty big are going to get struck down, and then we're going to get that class action lawsuit that we need. We need something to change. YouTube's not going to budge on this. So, I mean, it's going to happen again. It happens every 6 months to a year, and it is stressful. I know, again, you guys grow, but it's absolutely stressful just having one strike, especially when, even if it's a hobby or a job, it doesn't matter. This is something you've put a ton of your time into that you love. And to see it threatened arbitrarily, it just reminds us every time that like, this is not going to last forever, you know? And I think it's a good wake up call for everybody to start thinking about other places to go. I mean, we still want to have the fight here, but no, I just think it's lesson learned, and the companies aren't going to learn because they're so freaking out of touch. And as much as we want the turnaround from, you know, the great awakening in Hollywood for the last 3 or 4 years, it's still a couple of years off. But I truly believe in my heart that March 16th, 2020, when California basically got locked down here in San Francisco, that was the expiration date for that shit. It's not going to sell anymore. People aren't going to put up with it anymore. They're still going to try. Don't worry. And sorry, and the BBC is going to, you know, go down with that ship. They're never going to change. But I think some companies that aren't Star Wars, that aren't Star Trek, that aren't Doctor Who are going to think about this and change. And I think we saw it with Star Trek. Star Trek's going to suck, but them going back to something safe, right? With this new announcement that's that change. They're going to try to actually, you know, please all the fans. It's not going to work in Star Trek's case, but that is an attempt. That was a course correction. And I think it was because of the criticism they've received. So they are listening. I don't know if they get it yet, though. Probably not.
Yep. All right. For the first time ever, just some guy on Geeks and Gamers. What's going on, my friend?
Hello. Can you hear me?
We can. Can you hear us?
Okay. Yes, I can.
All right.
What's up,
welcome.
man?
Welcome, sir.
How's it going, everybody?
Pretty good.
Are you doing fucking fantastic now?
Are you caught up on all of the news from today?
Yes, I've been following as much as I can while waiting for mail that will never come. Since they decided that someone got a cough and now they won't deliver mail for a week.
Oh,
Oh.
boy.
And you're but you tell people where you live, right? Or around.
Yeah, I'm in Chicago, but this is some Southside shit. That's what that is.
Yeah, I'm from Northwest Indiana, Valparaiso area. So I go to Chicago quite a bit when I'm back home. And the fucking mayor there, the bullshit she said, it's insane what you guys are going through. I'm in California, in San Diego, so it's not any better here.
I know her. I met her years ago before she became the thing, so I'm not surprised, but I do enjoy that everybody can't go out, but you can go and get what little of your hair done. She's like practically bald, but it's like, yeah, I gotta get that swirled up a bit. I can go out.
Oh, are you talking about Beetlejuice?
No, it's our mayor here in Chicago, whose her last name is literally Lightfoot. I'm not making that up. That is her name. That's her actual name. And she told everybody that they couldn't go out anywhere. But then that day she went and got, like, she has like so little hair. It's ridiculous. But she got it done. She went to a salon that I guess, put some Jerry curl on it and then let her out. But it's ridiculous.
It is.
Who was the poet? Maybe it was an old video. I was watching. I'm kind of lame on Twitter, but somebody from Chicago said something about listening to the New World Order. Did you guys catch that one?
Oh dear. No, I don't. I
thought it was her. I thought it was her. I'll look it up. Somebody tweeted that at me.
Yes, you can, Marvel dude. Of course, you can quote my catchphrase. I'm running out of room to tweet them all out, but yeah, you absolutely can quote me.
Yeah, it was her. It was definitely her.
Yeah,
Okay.
crazy lady.
That's unbelievable. So just some guy, we the strike for Geeks and Gamers has been lifted. Both of his have been lifted. And they're just running out the 10-day period, which is bullshit.
Now, did they apologize, or I'm just kidding. Of course they didn't apologize.
I was about to say, I'm like, that's a serious question.
But did they actually give an explanation, or is it just we just took down the claims?
Nah, yeah. I mean, I got the direct email from YouTube, and so it just said, we've went through the process of the DMCA, and we've restored your video unless you have deleted it, and that's it. So it's back up. It's if you want to see the full video, it's over on Geeks and Gamers Live right now. It's the most recent video. That's our live stream channel. This live stream will be uploaded over there when we're done as well. But I mean, you can watch it for yourself. There's absolutely nothing.
I saw that one. I saw the one that you posted earlier today.
Now, well, yeah, on the live stream, the Geeks and Gamers
I don't know
Live.
if it was a live stream. I know there was a video, or maybe it was Hoag's Law, the one that I saw.
Yeah, because I retweeted Hoag's Law is what it was.
Okay.
Yeah. So,
but I mean, that doesn't make any sense. They're not even acknowledging that they broke the law. I mean, you broke the law, baby. Don't think that I'm going to forget that you broke the law.
exactly.
So, I want your punk asses to try to do something tomorrow, please.
I think it'll be Wednesday because it's the 31-day month.
Yeah. So,
it'd be Wednesday if they do.
Tell us your theory on this. Because you mentioned it earlier in your video.
Yeah. On Wednesday, because it's a 31-day month, May, if they strike everyone on Wednesday on a claim, not a strike, on a claim, which makes them have a 30-day response, not a 10-day response, then they could actually lock up everyone's videos until the launch of The Last of Us Part 2.
Right.
Yep.
But it's irrelevant now if they did. It's all irrelevant. All they would do is just shine more light. The actual viewing on those videos, they're done. They're done.
Yeah.
People that want to know the leaks, they know the leaks. People that want to say, "Hey, talk to me about the leaks," we'll tell them about the fucking leaks. There's nothing Sony can do.
Yep.
No.
So locking up these videos is going to do nothing. But if they want to play silly beggars, they can file claims against all of these videos on Wednesday and lock them up for 30 days.
And it was so arbitrary because I don't want to say the channel to give them any ideas, but there was a channel out there that put up the links to Kiwi Farms where you could go watch all the links in detail. That's how I find out.
Now, Hogue Law's here, and he did say, but they could have done that with an appeal 30 days anyway.
Yeah, that's the damnedest part about it. So the part that's so frustrating to me is that there is no oversight for what they're doing. There is no mediator between this. So you have to go through them and like saying, okay, I have fair use. And they go, no, you didn't. They go, yeah, I did. No, you didn't. And then that's it. Like there's nothing else you can do. YouTube is not doing anything.
Nope.
That doesn't seem fair. There should be someone else there to look at the material to make sure that they're being fair in their estimation that this isn't fair use. So if they can just lock up the system like that, isn't that an oversight?
But then it would make YouTube, it would make Google responsible if Google make the decision. So if Google come back and say, "I love you too, dude." No, not if Google come back and say that, the person below. But if Google come back and they say, "Hey, Sony, we actually think that this is fair use," then Sony can come after Google.
Right.
So it makes Google liable. And Google don't want to be liable. They want to play the game of just being a platform.
Exactly.
Just being a host.
Even then, though, the fact that they're allowing them to do this additional 30 days, so they get 60 days, essentially. You say it's fair use. They say it's not. So you put up the video, they claim it. You go, it's fair use. They go, nuh-uh. They can wait the 30 days before they say, nuh-uh. And then when you do that, you go through the appeals process, and they just get an additional 10 to 30 days to just dick around before they go, okay, forget it. And then they can just drop it, and there's nothing that you could do about it. And as far as I can understand, since they filed it 3 times against me, they could always just do it again. Right?
Yeah.
There's nothing stopping them from doing it again. So YouTube doesn't even block them.
Punishment. Yeah, no punishment whatsoever. They can just it's just like the wild west, they can just do whatever they want, and it's bullshit. And that's why I tweeted out Team YouTube earlier. I was like, hey, are you going to punish them that it's been proven that they false flagged our channels, considering they won't fight it any further because we've sent counterclaims, and there's just the fact that they didn't even claim it correctly on according to what they did with you guys, which is exactly how they claimed it with us. The difference is you guys didn't counterclaim, so YouTube stepped in.
I did.
Oh, you did counterclaim. Okay.
I counterclaimed for the claim itself, the DMCA strike, and YouTube pulled it down. It was YouTube, not Musso.
I spoke to YouTube. I actually I got a contact. I got my contact, and I actually got another contact at YouTube. And I spoke to the other contact at YouTube, and I was like, "This is filed incorrectly." Sent them well, they could see the details, but the details were sent through to them. And then after that conversation, surprise, surprise, I get released from my claim.
I just bitched and moaned, and that was what happened with me.
Well, and here's the thing. We know of one instance. I know specifically of one instance where the person didn't contact YouTube. He didn't bitch and moan. He didn't do anything. That was Lethal Lightning. Lethal Lightning got a copyright strike on his channel, and he received the same email from YouTube saying essentially that that there was something wrong, like that.
But I alerted them to Musso. I alerted them to what was going on with Musso. So there's nothing. I'm not saying it was me. But I'm just saying there's nothing to say that, because I said there's multiple channels that have been struck by this. So there's nothing to say that they couldn't run Musso through the system and see further Musso discrepancies. That is a possibility.
But all of ours were the same way. You know what I mean? Like the Geeks and Gamers one and mine were both like that too. So I guess they could have just seen Lethal's, but he didn't submit a counterclaim. He didn't contact YouTube. He was going to submit his counter notification the following morning, and when he went to do it, his strike was gone. And he got that email. He got his. The other one. He got his a couple days after we got ours, so maybe like May 1st or May 2nd, somewhere around there.
Okay, so mine got removed, I think, on the 4th or the 5th.
Yeah.
And so it may have been around that time where me and Az were making so much noise. They may have actually reviewed it, but anything that may have been filed on that day, they may have just ignored.
I'll find the email from the other YouTube person. I'll tell you what date I spoke to them.
Okay, but that was what happened with me. So then they pulled that one, and then the original one that Sony filed against me on the 30th, that one was still there. So I had already disputed that one. So I was waiting for that response, and they just randomly dropped it and then filed it again the same day, or 12 hours later. And then I went ahead and went through the process. So I did dispute them, and they just didn't care.
Right. And I just feel like ultimately, and I just highlighted a comment, speak with our wallets. That can be their punishment. It won't be any direct punishment from, YouTube or anything like that. And that's never going to happen. But hopefully it could be like a Ghostbusters 2016 situation or Battlefield 5, something like that where, and I mean, there's been way too much attention put on this. There's been way too much attention. I am going to get super chats, guys. I know we got a couple really quick. Sounds of Sushi. Yes, they game can lick our feet. Go, Jeremy, go. I appreciate that. Subhuman, never got a chance to give this to you, so giving it to you now. Congrats on the win. F Naughty Dog. Subhuman, you're amazing. Subhuman support for me, for Geeks and Gamers, for Ryan, for so many people that are connected. The support on Twitch is absolutely incredible. So thank you so much. It's absolutely incredible. Same with Darkside Droids, Biggles Mets, and so many others. Incredible stuff. So thank you for that. What you got, Az?
I've got. I spoke to the copyright department in YouTube on the 1st of May. On the 5th of May, they released the copyright strikes.
Okay, yeah. So that coincides with
so I think that's fair. I think they've gone through the Musso details.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And then on the 6th of May is when Lethal's copyright got removed without him doing anything.
There you go. I think there's
Well, everybody just kiss Az's ass. Whatever. Ryan, give him a good deal on your OnlyFans.
Well, I already sent him I've sent him a free copy this morning, so I know it probably stressed your Wi-Fi.
That's for a refund.
Download that many gigs, but
Gary, how much longer do you have? I know you got some stuff going on. Are you here first? I don't want to keep you.
Oh, for like 45 minutes.
Oh, sweet. Yeah, all right. So we still have the leader of the Fandom Menace here for 45 minutes. And that is great. But yeah, and I heard some people saying this is kind of like a secondary Friday Night Tights. Somebody said call it Monday Night Fights and just start streaming Monday Night Fights over here with me and Gary and get Az and everybody. So I don't know. I mean, me and Gary talked about doing a stream here on the channel weekly. I really never really moved on that idea that Gary came up with, but I think I might use this as motivation to start doing it, just to continue to monetize Naughty Dog's stupidity. Let me share that screen real quick, Ryan. So this is Mannix. I just want to highlight his channel as well.
God, it's doing that blinky thing.
Is it? All right. Click out.
Yeah.
Because Mannix had 2 strikes at one point in time. He tweeted out that he got a strike for having my tweet. That was the timestamp, was on my tweet. Now, someone looked at, that little list, that little thing on the side on Twitter that kind of shows like other uploads from other people. And I guess there was an image that Naughty Dog had up of Abby. And it was like, you had to really squint to even see it. And they were saying that was probably what they what they claimed or whatever. But just bullshit, man. Is he just a DSP channel? Is that what he is?
No. Like this is talking about Pokemon's dumbass going after It's a Gundam's sponsors. Fucking bitch. And then there is some DSP. There is some DSP on there as well. So Mannix, he had 2 strikes as well. One of them did get lifted today.
Shout out to Kevin.
By the way, I gotta bring it. Go ahead though. I gotta bring a meme up. I'll find it for you guys, and I'll show you in just a second. Go ahead though.
Yeah, but yeah, definitely go check out his channel. I've put him in a couple of my videos, and he reached out to me. I saw his stuff going on, so hopefully he can get his resolved as well. He does make pretty funny videos, so especially if you like laughing at idiots, which is basically what YouTube is supposed to be about. It's really good. And again, guys, support Mannix. But the best way to say fuck Naughty Dog is indeed to say fuck Naughty Dog with an RK Outpost t-shirt. So t-shirt, sweatshirt, mugs, everything you need. But yeah, also support Mannix. So.
Memology posted this meme the other day. It's so good. I know you've probably seen it already, but there it is right there.
Yes! Yes!
I did not see that.
Yes.
Oh, that's so wrong.
No, somebody needs to do the full video on that. It's possible.
We need the Metal Gear Solid music with that.
Say what you will about DSP. He's had some embarrassing moments, but literally nothing to compare to what happened yesterday to a certain individual on Twitter.
Oh, yeah, we're not going to get into the details of that. For sure.
Anybody, like I said on Twitch, anybody that I think a lot of people had that guy pegged from the start. So,
yeah.
Man, that was so bad. I was like, I'm not even getting involved in this. I'm not even going to retweet. I
just pointed and laughed. Just laughed.
Wow.
I guess I don't have to worry about that trademark stuff anymore.
No.
Unbelievable.
Just the very definition of projection. That's all.
Now, a little bit later tonight after this live stream is over, I'm going to be uploading my video talking about this stuff. What is it, Ass?
I just
You have to look
he
it
was
up.
getting pegged like a fucking motherfucker. Just his little fucking knees up in the air. His wife bearing down on him. Fucking
ex-wife, I think.
Ex-wife.
Boy.
I mean, what he had to do after.
Yeah.
I didn't want to watch any of the videos, but I heard there's a little yelp at the end.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, he had to clean it off. So after it got dirty.
Okay, all right. No more of this. No more of this.
Happiness is a cigar called Hamlet.
Sometimes memes are real. They are real, and that is a real life meme. It's never been more authentic ever. But yeah, so I have a video coming out later tonight, and I'm gonna link all the channels that have been affected on this strike, at least all of them to my knowledge. Ryan is probably gonna have more knowledge than I will on that. So, Ryan, I want to get together and get into the description and link every channel that's been affected. And if you guys can, please go support those channels, because again, support for this stuff is, it means everything right now. And when you are a smaller channel with not a huge following, hearing that support, it means so much to so many. I can guarantee that. Can
somebody Photoshop Neil Druckmann's head on Preston's and Nita's on his wife? I'm not
ABC, where are you at? ABC.
I'm not saying you should do that, but you should do that.
ABC.
Fucking fucking the Senate. The Senate's another memer. That motherfucker, instead of doing that, which would have been fucking funny, he puts me and Dave Filoni. That's what he tweets out the other day, just for no reason whatsoever. He said, at Kennel Ryan, just because. And it's a picture of Dave Filoni fucking me in the ass. It's
all
like,
right, we're losing viewers. Let's move on from all of this topic. Tugs just said 100 people left, so we're gonna move
They
on.
all left.
All right. Culture Casino says, flock Naughty Dog, Abby Smash. Culture Casino, another huge supporter of Geeks and Gamers. Thank you, Culture Casino. Appreciate that. John Krushke says, sweet. It is sweet. It's very sweet. Victory is a wonderful thing. The Hunky Chunky Funky Monkey throws boomerang at Ryan.
God damn it.
Miss Martin Muses, that is formerly known as Teresa Martin, $50 super chat. Congrats, welcome back. Thank you, Teresa Martin. And a funny story about Teresa Martin, she accidentally got banned from the channel at one point in time. I think it was because, it's real easy when the chat is moving to incorrectly click on someone else. And the word got back to me, and we lifted that immediately. And I always apologize to her anytime I see her on these streams because I've always appreciated her support. Joshua Saminengo, hello, it's Joshua from yesterday's Twitch stream. Nice to see you again. The far left against the far left established, and congrats, F Naughty Dog. Joshua was the guy that asked us about the website, if I'm not mistaken, yes. On Twitch. And in case you didn't hear my answer, Joshua, yes, the new website, the membership will be a flat $10 fee, and it's basically going to give you access to exclusive live streams from Geeks and Gamers. We'll probably do some Mario Kart streams over there and things like that, and just streams like this, and then it will evolve. I don't have all of the answers at the moment, but it will evolve as we continue to build that site, and that is the big hang up right now. The site's done. It's just that the membership is the plugin is causing a lot of problems right now. So I knew Az was going to pick up on that the moment I said it. And coincidentally enough, the next super chat is from Father Christopher Miller, meaning Az has.
He's not here anymore. He was probably one of those 100.
On with the dance. Let joy be unconfined. Mazel tov. Thank you, Father Christopher Miller. Thank you for still being here if you're still here. And I apologize if you're not, but you're used to me on Friday night sites, so it can't be that bad. Let's see. Astro Walker says, as a proud Deerkin, I can no longer support this channel after the sheer toxic aggression on display. Sorry, just some guy. Sorry, you're toxic white man.
Well, so. Mark Waid said I am a borderline white supremacist, so what can I do?
That he did. When did he say that?
That was like last year. After I did this, I changed the text for one of the characters whose name is Anouk, and the comic book Ignited, but I call her White Bitch, and it's an accurate description. And I changed the text, and he was upset because I changed the text because I had her ask whether or not she was a fascist, because she is. So that was what he was upset about, and apparently having the character ask whether or not her actions makes her a fascist makes me a borderline white supremacist.
It's amazing. It's amazing how that definition just continues to just move into literally someone that disagrees with me. That's really where we're at with it. These people don't.
This is why it's got no power anymore. These words have no power anymore.
Yeah, no.
They've run them into the ground. They've absolutely run them into the ground. It's laughable.
And
Father is still here
against them, though.
Father Christopher Miller is still here. He's here to bless us. And Gary, I mean, why do you think he still hangs around? Is he still here to try to save all of us? Is that what it is?
Yes, he is. Yeah. Father, it's a lost cause, but thank you. I do appreciate it, especially with Jeremy and Az.
Well, yeah, I mean, look, you might have had a shot when it was just like me by myself, but with Az coming into the equation now, it's over. It's over.
It's not me. I'm innocent.
Well, I mean, Ryan was a good, nice young boy when he was really respectable, shaking hands. How are you, Jeremy? How are you, Gary? I really appreciate. Now he's just like F everything, F everybody, F this. Like it's out of control now.
That's true. Well, breakout YouTube channel, you break out gaming. He said it best. If you criticize The Last of Us Part 2, you are literally Satan himself. So, Father Christopher Miller, you got your work cut out for you, bro. I don't know what to tell you.
I've been told that people wouldn't be surprised if it turned out I was the Antichrist. So you've got no chance.
Oh man. Judicon says, congratulations, Jeremy. You won. All hail the fandom menace. Fook Naughty Dog. We all won in terms of if any of us win, we all win, but we got to make sure we get the rest of these channels taken care of. And then moving forward, pay attention to this stuff. And when it happens, support means everything. What was that channel? What was that channel that got taken down? starts with an S. This is back when like Red Dead Redemption, and there was like they were like made like these.
Yeah, the one where he was like killing the feminists in a million different ways.
Yes,
yeah, that was hilarious.
Yeah,
God.
and that it was a video game.
Wonder why it got took down.
A video game and got taken down for like, you know, spreading hate or something like that. They took his whole channel down. He had like 600,000 subs, and then it got put back up and he grew exponentially. I think he's over 1 million subs now. But
guess what he did? People said, I don't like the way you punched that feminist who just wanted to get women to vote. He said, you didn't like it that I punched her? I'm going to kill her 100 different ways and post 100 fucking videos. Go fuck yourselves. That's what he did.
Yeah. And Neil Cuckman's the one giving us the answer to the channel. Shiriko, is that it is? Shiriko?
I think so, yeah.
Oh yeah. So that's definitely it. And so yeah, I mean, just ridiculous. The video where he deported Mexicans was hilarious. Is there a video for watch that one? We'll have to watch that one. But yeah, I mean, honestly, someone at YouTube Gaming stepped in, actually. Like some big wig at YouTube Gaming, and basically would like admitted it was a huge mistake that video got taken down. So I'll have to check that out.
They changed the rules on video game violence around it as well.
Yeah. Paisley Gemini says, congratulations on your win, guys. Hail to all. Thank you. Sounds of Sushi says it again. Yes, the game can lick our feet. Go Jeremy, go. That's a $99 super chat. Thank you.
Wait.
Japala 821, congratulations, but we can't let our guard down. Soini, which is as the first person I heard say it, Soini, and Naughty Dog might add another trick. We cannot forgive them. We should not support Soini and Naughty Dog. Boycott both companies.
I stole it from somebody.
Did you? No, you get credit. You get credit.
Okay, cool.
I thought it was legit a typo when I first saw it. I was like, what the I see what he did there. Too high IQ for me, you know.
And let's see. Darth Vader says, congrats, Jeremy, winning the fight, man. Keep going. Hail, Geeks and Gamers. Thank you, Darth Vader. Met Darth Vader at San Diego Comic-Con. Creed Nation, I saw Rise of Skywalker a while ago, and I ain't sorry for whatever retcons they are in my... Wait, hang on a minute. I saw Rise of Skywalker a while ago, and I ain't sorry for whatever retcons that are in my 10, 11, and 12 stories. Not one iota. Well, I saw Rise of Skywalker once, and I will never see it again. Has anybody seen it twice? Anybody on this panel?
Yes.
I guess if you count me reviewing it and I had to watch the footage to re-edit it, I've seen it multiple times, but I really tried my hardest not to listen to it.
Yeah, I mean, what was your thoughts on how many times you seen it, Gary?
I saw it twice in one day. I saw it in the theater, and then I went home to start my review, and somehow I was amazingly able to watch it from home. So, and it was dumber the second time. I never want to see it again. It wasn't as bad as Last Jedi. Last Jedi gave me a headache. I walked out of there with like a full-on migraine, but no, it was nonsensical. But listen, the rest of the world knows what it's like to watch Star Trek Discovery now. So there you go.
Yeah. There's Mannix in the chat. Let me highlight his comment. So Mannix, I want to thank you, Jeremy Ryan, as just some guy for speaking out against BS. But good job, guys. We did it, Geeks and Gamers. That's right, Mannix, and we got your back, buddy. So keep those DSP videos coming.
Yes, please. That man is a cockroach. That man is a cockroach. He will never die.
He will never, ever die.
Is he up to 58,000 uploads yet?
I think he's still at 50. He's still at 57 something. Last I checked.
Slacker.
Yeah.
Let me see here.
Is the vest streak still going?
Congrats, Ryan, because we've lost about 500 viewers since you brought up Preston. So good job on that one, buddy. So
whatever.
Let's see. Fabian for $1. Thank you so much. Lady Gravemaster, $2 super chat. Ryan just keeps getting extra life mushrooms.
Yes.
Johnny the Whiz Kid, and thank you, Lady Gravemaster. Thank you for all you do. You're great. Johnny the Whiz Kid, welcome back, Jeremy. Glad that this all played out well. Yes, it has played out very well so far, but it was not without its stress. And Jeremy, did you know George Lucas say what is it?
I think Gary, are you laughing about mushrooms right after we talked about? Or what are you laughing at?
Nothing. Sorry, I'm going to shut up.
Private chat.
Check your Twitter private chat.
All right.
Not my best work, but
oh no.
carry on.
Okay. I can't show you guys. I apologize. I'm sure Ryan's going to post that to Twitter.
Oh yeah, sure.
But so if you want to go to it, but I can't post it on YouTube. I cannot post that to YouTube. I can't do it.
He's just got his strike taken off of us.
Yeah, I'm not putting that on here. All right, moving on. Adam Child, I heard of someone drop a loud F-bomb over here in Oregon, and I knew Jeremy was going live on the East Coast. Hail, Gary. P.S. Jeremy, I coach college b-ball. Would love to DM sometime about sports. Adam, yes, I think I've gotten some messages from you. I'm needing to respond. So, Adam?
Yes, Adam's cool.
All right,
Adam drove down. We saw Rise of Skywalker together. We did a little meetup, and he was there. It was awesome. Came down from Oregon.
Okay.
Sorry, I just doxed your state, buddy.
He said it. He said,
he said it.
Okay,
he said it in Super Chat. He was from Oregon. So,
hey Gary, I'm really worried about copyright infringement right now. Do I have your express permission to use a meme that may have been somewhere?
Oh, do not credit that to me, of course.
Well, of course, yeah.
Is that Dark Side Droids right there?
Sony's beat up booty hole.
Is that Dark Side Droids avatar?
I don't think so. I mean, maybe.
I only see it from a distance all the time, but that looked like it at first. So we'll check on that. Johnny the WizKids, how is Ivan Ortega? He doing okay? Still with G&G? Yeah, still with G&G. Talked to him earlier. He's just been doing some stuff behind the scenes for Geeks and Gamers recently. He's got he's got his day job going on and everything like that. But Ivan's doing good. Rich Suddy, hail all, hail Amish Jeremy, hail Az's co-op, semi-skimmed milk.
That's where it's from, the co-op.
Vidja Bros says, love you guys, and F Naughty Dog, you damn right. Laura Story, my lesbian only bake shop, crumb o pussy. That's awesome. Nate G, Raylos are weird. Glad you can stream again. I am too. Even though I didn't stream a lot before, I think I'm going to start doing it now. Because since Naughty Dog can't please their customer base, I will use their stupidity to make mine happy, because everybody's been telling me to stream more. So we'll make that happen. Flicks by Cody. Congratulations. It's a trap. Probably. The Price is Right review. Sup, party animals. Talk about a victory lap for all you guys. Congrats to all. Keep up the tough fight. I'm glad for our Constitution. Why? Giving you all the ability to fight back. Well, thank you, Price is Right review. We appreciate that. PPP ZZZ don't always agree, but always entertained by this channel. This is an important battle to be fought and won. Thank you for doing it. That's the type of stuff I like hearing. I like people hearing. I like when people say, like, I don't agree with what you say, but I support what you say, and I agree, you're entertaining. Like that's all. I don't want an echo fucking chamber. And anybody who wants an echo chamber is a bitch. I want people that will listen to my perspective. If they don't agree with it, fine. That's cool. Just like me and Ryan, we do not agree on a lot of stuff when it comes to like
fucking fight all the time.
And everything. And that's the beauty of it. That's why he's such a good fit at Geeks and Gamers, because we have different perspectives. And I've said he's one of the most knowledgeable Star Wars fans I know, period. He's far more knowledgeable than me. His opinions are kind of suck balls, but his knowledge is on another level. I can't compete with his knowledge. So
it's like a compliment slap in the face.
Yeah. And look, I mean, at the end of the day, if Gary keeps me around after the fact that I tell him I don't hate JJ Abrams as much as he requires the fandom menace to hate JJ, so
you'll come around eventually. Zack Snyder's a better director than JJ Abrams.
Ooh,
Yeah,
that one hurts.
He is. No, he is.
Yes.
Zack Snyder's easily a better director. Easily a
I'm still
better
saying
director
it
than
still hurts.
Jar Jar.
I don't agree. I don't agree.
God dear, nah, man.
I don't agree. I don't.
What do you want? Do you want lens flares for no reason in a poorly lit room? Nobody wanted. So
It worked really well for 300, though.
Yeah.
It
And then
worked
he
well
just
for
kept it in
300.
everything.
Yeah, and then literally every single scene
Yeah.
in every other movie.
Yeah, I mean, I like Zack Snyder. I like Zack Snyder a lot. And I like a lot of his movies.
Jeremy basically just hates the DCU. He likes Zack Snyder, but he hates Snyder's DCU.
I hate it so bad. Like, I hate it more than I can possibly express how much I hate it. And it just gets worse and worse. The more I hear people say that they're masterpieces, it's just like, you guys are just trolling at this point. There's no way.
The masterpiece, but at least the first, that Krypton scene. Which
First 45 minutes of Man of Steel are fan-fucking-tastic.
I suspect, though, that
minutes
those were
amazing.
directed by Christopher Nolan and not Zack Snyder. Because
That's
Nolan
about the
had a
only way
lot
you
of,
can justify it.
yeah, Nolan had a lot of take on that. So
He did.
He had a lot of
got
input
off
in Man of
film,
Steel.
basically. So
Yeah, I mean, Snyder and Goyer had to get Nolan to approve Zod being killed. I mean, and Nolan
there was
wasn't
no way
for it.
around that, though. That's an argument I've gotten into with people. There's no way around it. He has no choice. There's no kryptonite at the point. He has no choice. There's no way to stop him. They've gotten rid of all the Kryptonian atmosphere. How does he stop this man? He has no choice but to kill him.
He's done everything he can. Like people like flat out said he tried to fucking fly out of the city. Zod brought him back down.
But
Like,
it's a moral decision for another film. It's not a moral decision for the first film.
Yeah, I think Snyder he's a true fan, and he really geeked out, and he's got a hard on for the Watchmen, and he wanted to make Watchmen, and he already made that movie. He's like, let's do it again. I'm like, maybe it's not. Once was enough. Let's stop, and couldn't stop.
Yeah, I think that Zod, like taking Zod's life, taking the life of the last member of your fucking race. I think that moment is intended to weigh on him throughout the rest, and basically that one decision that he has to make is going to affect him for the rest of his time as Superman.
It's very Doctor Who.
With
Doctor
the Master.
Who, yeah, with the Master does the same thing.
That's one of my. I don't have an issue with the Zod scene at all.
It's kind of the same thing.
Yeah, I don't have an issue with the Zod scene. That's never been one of my issues at all. I have about 1,000 other issues. But like, Gary, where are you at on this? Because I don't know where you're ultimately at on Snyder's DCEU.
Oh, they're not good movies. They're but I like them. I enjoy them. I think they have good moments. I think Ben Affleck is the best looking Batman we've ever gotten. It's the best costume, closest to the comic books. And he looks like Bruce Wayne. But overall, they're a hot mess. And I think that was due to studio involvement. I've always liked Zach. There's only one movie I hate by him, which is Sucker Punch. I can't stand Sucker Punch. But yeah,
I saw it at
they're
the cinema.
okay. You know, they're okay. I don't think they're as great as Snyder Cut fans think they are. But I own them because I'm a comic book fan. So
yeah, I own them too. By the way, and again, this is something I really haven't experienced. Gary is the expert on this, but a lot of people are saying that it's like not showing up in the sub box. The stream's not like
it got ghosted probably because that subject that got there. So I don't know. I can't tell you if there's somebody watching live streams or if there's a bot out there that's just really like it's some AI bot. But as soon as certain things get brought up, you are disappeared. Now they don't demonetize you. They just take you off the sub feed. So you have to go directly to the Geeks and Gamers channel now to watch the live stream. And it could be the slightest offense. So it could be me showing an image of a Cyberman smoking a cigarette.
But it was that way from the beginning of this stream. I never saw it on the sub feed. I only ever saw it on the left side.
Really?
Yeah. And that's how it was for me when my streams were happening like that too. As soon as you start the stream, it was just not there.
So you might still be in the doghouse then because of the Naughty Dog. That'd be my best guess.
Yeah. You know, and again, and it's streaming so frustrating. But at the end of the day, we've had a good audience here, so there's no issues there. But yeah, I started seeing people comment that, you know, and I was like, well, I haven't really, because I don't stream that much on this channel. So, but I know Gary has really been able to pick apart this whole ghosting situation, and you'll restart streams, you know, and everything like that. Because there was a one time you had like 1,500 people, I think. and then you were like, getting ghosted. So you restart it. You had like almost 3,500 or something like that, So it's crazy. It's crazy how
it is crazy. I don't know how the flag, like once you flag a video, I don't know what the process is, if they automatically bring it down or if there's somebody there who looks at it and then takes it down at YouTube. But my guess is people flag videos all the time. They must. And because let's just say there's a couple people out there who don't like Jeremy. I don't know why. I don't understand this. He is one of the nicest guys in the world, and I'm being serious about that. But there are some people who don't like him. So I could imagine people flagging his videos, just nonchalantly. And I don't know, because YouTube has this quote unquote skeleton crew there that by the way, that's complete BS. They're all working from home and it's going just the way it was before. I don't know what the process is. I don't know if they automatically take stuff down or have somebody review it, and then they're using this skeleton crew thing as an excuse for bandwidth, because there's more people on YouTube now than there was a couple of months ago, like a lot more. It's getting the most traffic it has ever got. So I don't know, man. That sucks.
And yet Mixer can't grow at all.
Yeah, I've never even been on Mixer. Isn't Ninja on Mixer?
No. Yeah.
How many viewers?
Twitch has gone up by 99%. YouTube streaming has gone up by 99%. Mixer has gone up by 0.2%.
What's Mixer again? Because I'm
like
out of
Microsoft streaming platform.
I barely know what it is.
Yep.
Yeah, so Ninja left Twitch. Ninja's the biggest streamer, on Twitch, and he left Twitch to go and sign with Mixer. And I think it just shows you the difficulty in actually getting these things off of the ground and getting some traction. PewDiePie did the whole D-Live thing. Exactly. D-Live had their nice little pop, but ultimately PewDiePie just signed with YouTube for streaming, for exclusive. So, it is hard to get these things off the ground. It really is. So I don't know a lot about Mixer, but does Ninja get decent views over there? I have to imagine he gets decent views at least.
No,
not really put on Twitch, but Mixer gives him a shit ton of money to go over there.
Yeah.
But how many people are watching him?
About 5,000, 4,000 or 5,000. I think.
Whoa, really?
Wow.
Damn.
Dude, he would get 50, 60, 80,000 people on Twitch. Golly.
Yeah. But with his audience, it's all dependent on whether the 13-year-olds can find their mother's credit cards. So how much you guys paid, during the
and it's already set up on Twitch. It's not set up on Mixer. So.
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly. But and that's true. I myself, I have a lot of different offers for where I'm going to sell my exclusive streaming rights. I'm weighing my options. So I'll let you guys know.
D-Live or D-Live?
D-Live. I'm all about hail the Lemon Emperor. Heading over to D-Live.
So the PewDiePie, I see people say Pewds had 50,000 on his first stream on D-Live, which sounds about right. That's an insane number too, if he did. So, but that's PewDiePie. He's the man. He's the biggest personality on the internet, pretty much. And I guess, I don't know, maybe, I don't know. I can't tell you what goes inside the guy's mind, but the D-Live announcement was interesting when it happened. We're like, whoa, and he's flexing his muscle a little bit, and it did put D-Live on the map. And I know a lot of people creative at D-Live, but I've heard we have a D-Live account. I've never posted to it. I've heard it's not really consistent. The app crashes a lot. What have you guys seen it with that?
Same here.
Oh, no, Forbidden Run said, no, that's on YouTube. The last time I saw him live, you mean his first live stream under this new YouTube? Yeah, he did it. He hit about 50. He was playing Warzone.
Joe Rogan hit 100,000 a couple days ago.
Did he?
So, yep.
Yeah, now when Pewds was going live before his whole D-Live thing, he would hit 80, 90,000 on his live streams. And which again is crazy. You can look at PewDiePie's numbers in isolation and massive, but when you think about how many subscribers he has versus how many views he gets, it's still insane, but it's the
minuscule.
Yeah. What is this guy? I bring this guy up all the time because I ran across his stupid fucking channel. David Dobrik.
Ryan Cannell. Okay.
I'd never heard of David Dobrik. And then there was a TMZ article about him. I was like, who is this guy? I've never heard of this guy. I go to his channel. Motherfucker gets like 15 million views per video, and he's got like 15 million subs. I'm like,
who's he?
No, we were talking about that last night. It's like we get off. We're like, yeah, I got over 200,000 subs, and then you remember Matt Jarbo got 100,000 subs on this platform. So
he was at 168 or something before his fall from grace.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, that's what we're talking about. Because I was telling Gary, and I told Ryan about this too, because I went down another rabbit hole of another YouTuber who's actually from Pensacola. His name is Super Mario Logan, and I'd never heard of Super Mario Logan before. And someone locally was like, "Oh, you do YouTube? You know Super Mario Logan?" I'm like, "Who the fuck is Super Mario Logan?" And they're like, "Oh, he's a big YouTuber from here. He's got like a Lamborghini. Him and his girlfriend drive Lamborghinis around town." I'm like, "Really? Why have I never heard of this guy?" So I looked it up. He's got like 8 million subs. I'm like, "What?"
I looked at it. After you talked to me about it, I don't understand. Maybe I'm just too old.
I don't process why this guy has 8 million subs. But anyway, all he does is he takes stuffed animals like this. Mario stuffed animals, and he fucking talks like in weird voices. That's what he does.
It's a great country or what? That's all I gotta say. Sorry, Az.
And so Super Mario Logan, his main channel got demonetized. So he created a second one called Super Luigi Logan. That got 4 million subs, and it got demonetized. So he created another one called Super Bowser Logan, and that has 3 million subs, and it's still monetized. And I'm just going, what the fuck? I can't even process all of this. This is so weird. Have you ever heard of him, Just Some Guy?
No, but I'm very bad at social media. So
no, dude, I none of us had ever heard of him. Trust me, until I brought it up. Until, like I said, he only got brought up to me because he lives in the same town as me. But I mean, he's not a bad guy or anything. He's a young dude. He's like 22 years old. Again, dude, live your life. He's a millionaire. Like, he just paid $800,000 to go have dinner with Tom Brady or something. That's why I clicked on the story, and it took me down the rabbit hole.
I got bought a fucking house with that, you twat.
I know I'm slow on this, guys. I mean, it's totally off subject, but Release the Snyder Cut is trending on Twitter. Did you guys see that?
Supposedly, it's Snyder is really trying to get this out there. Supposedly, someone at Warner Brothers or the higher ups at Warner Brothers actually viewed it, and they were like, "No, this will never see the light of day because it's absolute garbage."
Oh,
that's an Andy Signore special. Everyone else is saying that they viewed it, that Warner Brothers and the new AT&T executives viewed it. That's what everyone else is saying, and that there's possibly some news coming in the future. That the intention was to get a couple things done on it, that Zack Snyder wanted for it to be released, but Corona became a problem.
Zack Snyder's doing a watch-along on Wednesday for Man of Steel.
Exactly.
8 a.m. Pacific.
Yep.
Oh dear.
So he's gonna hopefully. Well, he might try and give a little bit of a push on the Snyder Cut as a hashtag there.
Warner Brothers should have just waited and let him do his thing. As much of a mess as it was, they kept digging themselves further and further into the grave by messing with the movies. Yeah, when he does it, they're kind of a little goofy. But when you cut an hour out of the film, and then when you put the hour back in, people are like, if you released this, we would have really enjoyed the movie. And then you go, oh, we're going to make another one. We don't like him. We're going to get Joss Whedon to finish it instead. Let's cut another hour out the film. And now it completely doesn't make any sense. It's like, what were you?
Well, he had to step away though with his because of the daughter business.
Yeah, but at the same time,
they should have waited. No, they should have absolutely waited for the guy out of respect.
Well, here's the problem, Gary. So they kind of used that as an excuse to get Joss in there because they wanted Zach to make those cuts.
No.
They
they absolutely used that as an excuse to get rid of him. You're right.
Exactly.
That's how messed up Warner Brothers was at the time. So, no, you're not wrong.
And basically what we've heard is about 15% of what Zack Snyder originally shot is in this film. One, because a lot was cut, but two, they fucking refilmed every Superman scene. You could tell because that dumb fucking mustache. You could tell because the tone. They went from that moment where Clark's standing in the cornfield and he's like looking out. He says,
"You can tell that's Snyder. That's Snyder."
He says, "I'll take that as a yes." And she's like, "What?" And he says, "The Ring." right? They go from that to she's like, "You smell good." And he's like, "Did I not before? Fuck you, Justice League. God damn it." And like Zack Snyder gets asked about all this shit all the time on Vero. He's like, "Hey, why did you have Flash fall on Wonder Woman's tits?" And he's like, "What the fuck are you talking about?" And they're like, "Why did you have Barry say he's never done battle before when he was shown in Suicide Squad, taking on Captain Boomerang?" And Zack's like, "Never did battle. What the fuck are you talking about?" Because he's never seen Justice League. It was that offensive to him. He's never fucking watched that movie. Yep. And look at the trailer. 80% of the trailer for Justice League isn't in the fucking movie.
Mm-hmm.
Well, so what I'm noticing, and was that Peter Soretta tweet? Was that in reference to Justice League? I mean, to Snyder's cut?
Yes, fucking Humberto Gonzalez, Peter Soretta, all these people who've been saying for fucking years, 2017, there is no Snyder cut. 2018, well, it's not finished. 2019, well, it might be finished, but we'll never see it. 2020, it's happening. And that's what all these blue check marks who were saying it wasn't happening for forever are now coming out and saying it's happening.
See, the one thing that, and I could care less, I could care less about the actual movie, the release of Snyder Cut. Would I watch it? Absolutely, I would watch it. But now seeing how many of these far left-wing people are so against it, because they are adamantly against it, and I don't know why.
Why?
I mean, yeah, I don't. It was because Zack Snyder isn't, he doesn't, for all of his flaws with his filmmaking, one thing he doesn't do is he doesn't bend the knee to social justice. He doesn't push social justice propaganda. They're going to turn on Nolan at some point because he never does it either. Yep. But they really don't like Snyder because he doesn't go for their agenda-driven shit, I guess.
But he gave us a cool Aquaman. Did you ever think there would be a day when you'd be like, "There's Aquaman. He's like awesome." That would never happen. And he managed to do that. And he cast a guy who's not white, and nobody batted an eye. Nobody said anything. Nobody had a problem with it. So I think that's the other reason why they don't like him, is because he's one of the few people who's been able to race change characters and nobody said a word.
Yeah, he did it with Lawrence Fishburne. Nobody cared because it just worked. I mean, Lawrence Fishburne was fine. I had no problem with that because Snyder doesn't advertise it. He doesn't go, "Look at me, look how wonderful I am."
I think that, so I don't even know how much of like far leftist versus anything else. It's like Zack Snyder is a Hollywood outsider in a lot of different ways, but he also, like anyone that works with him, fucking loves the dude. So he gets so much loyalty from the people he works with. He doesn't necessarily bend the knee or try to win points. So I think all of like the Hollywood elitists just hate him. And they also do all happen to be, of a certain ideology. But I think that's more than anything. He is just a Hollywood outsider. And it's weird, but he's we're going to hear something for HBO Max in the next week or so.
I hope so. It just seems that I don't know about political. Yeah, I just know that some of the people who come out like dead set against it are just some of the people with, in my opinion, some of the worst takes on the internet. But that's just me. You could not like the movie. I get that, but being against it coming out completely, why? I know why, by the way. I know why. So it's to get attention to your channel. You don't really give a shit, but it's a ridiculously bad take.
Yep, we got Ryan all worked up on this shit now. So
all right, yeah. So I saw this today. I didn't say anything. I actually wrote a tweet out and then deleted it, which I don't often do. But Jordan Mason, who's a Star Wars insider, I see a lot of stuff from him with that. But he says very excited for facet comic book fans to become even more insufferable. I like Snyder films for the most part, though any discourse around them the last few years has been nearly impossible, and will absolutely watch the shit out of a Snyder cut. Much like Sonic, however, so much of it feels like a slippery slope in reference to, listening to fans. That's what
fan service
talking about. And
it's an alt-right dog whistle.
This stupid fuck, between The Rise of Skywalker sidelining Rose and this, some fans having a stellar 6 months. This is what it's about. It's about listening to fans. It's about actually catering to your fans instead of doing some other bullshit. We don't give us what we want. Give us what we need.
And that's where it does come down on political lines. Absolutely comes down on political lines.
Who is that blue check mark?
Bill
Cuckman. Blue check mark.
Bill Cuckman.
Cuckman? His name is
Hold on.
Cuckman.
Is your name Cuckman? That explains this take.
I will retweet that as soon as you make it. So, oh man. That was fantastic right there.
Well, the thing with Rose, that was Abrams. Abrams is like, I don't need her. She wasn't in my movies. That was what that was. That had nothing to do with the fan reaction. He just had no use for the character.
I don't need to even say it, but it says everything right there. EVS's soy boy drawing, boom, that's him. Boom, right there. Like every freaking time.
At least he has his mouth closed.
At least he hasn't got a wooden dildo up his ass.
Oh man, I'm so glad I closed that screen before I opened Twitter and Ryan's meme that he posted. Gary's beautiful meme that Ryan posted was there.
Don't credit him.
It's fine. It's out there now. Thanks for trying, though, Ryan. Yeah, it's out in the world.
Gary will take all of the credit.
I just can't wait for the argument you're going to get into. Is going to go, it's Kutchman, not Cuckman. And you're going to go, yeah, Cuckman. He's just going to go back and forth, and he's going to get so pissy, and it's going to be so funny.
I love him so much.
So much.
Oh my goodness. Cellmate says, I'm here for the voices and memes. Here's my money. That's what I'm talking about right there. Yeah. Beautiful. Christopher Arcelia says, congrats, Jeremy. Did Ryan and Az get theirs lifted too? Yes, as did just some guy. So we're all in good shape right now. So Subhuman84, again, $100 super chat. Subhuman's amazing. Never got a chance to give this to you. I'm giving it to you now. Congrats on your win. F Naughty Dog. Again, thank you, Subhuman. Amazing. Christopher Arcelia. Hey, Az, you laugh like you laugh at the Preston debacle.
Who wouldn't?
Shit. Yeah, who wouldn't? Fucking
who wouldn't? Look, when you go around calling people cucks and then video fucking movies come out of you getting pegged, it's called poetic justice.
Yep.
I liked when he was holding his wife's hair.
No more.
The internet is full of lessons. That's all.
As he was holding Ray's hair as she went down on camera.
No. Deaf Squirrel. How The Last of Us 2 sells doesn't matter now. Sony has got to be worried about the PS5 sales. Az, do you think this is going to have a real effect on PS5?
No, not a single movement. No.
Okay. Not even any? I mean, again, look at what happened with Xbox One and E3. Now, I know that a lot of that had to do with the fact that it was a combination of not having games and being out of touch with your customer base. You know what I mean? So
people already know the facts that they need to know about the PlayStation 5, and that's how strong it is. The only question which hasn't been answered with the PlayStation 5 are what games are going to come at launch, and that is going to determine whether or not people pick up a PS5.
And the price point a little bit, I think, too.
Microsoft's probably going to come in $100 cheaper than the PlayStation 5. But Microsoft have been way ahead of this for a long time now.
Well, they had to have learned their lesson after the last time, because they played this game when the PS3 and the Xbox One came out, and Sony tried to get ahead by tricking Microsoft into releasing their system, and then Microsoft was like, we're just going to let me have it first. And then Sony had to release it too early, and it basically didn't work right. People's systems were crashing. They were burning out. You couldn't go to any store or find one that was working because it would overheat in the plastic little bubble that was put in, so it would die after 20 minutes. This was absolutely absurd. And it was $600. So they couldn't sell it, but for the fact that people needed a Blu-ray player. That was pretty much what did it. And then the second time around, they were smarter, and the 4 was cheaper. So it was an easier sell.
But Microsoft has shot themselves in the head, foot, leg, femoral artery. They'd shot themselves everywhere with that unbelievable poor reveal.
Yeah, well, you can't really call it reveal. All it was just hey, look, we made some movies. You want to watch it?
No, I'm talking about when they revealed the Xbox One. That was horrendous. That was just
that was absolutely stupid. So I think though that there might be a little bit of a carryover if they're trying to add this game in as a package deal, because they know the way that Sony has reacted to all these leaks tells me that they know the reaction to this is going to be bad when this game actually comes out. So I suspect that what will probably happen is they won't be able to sell as many games as they hope, once people know what happens. And if they package this inside of a game system with the PS5, that version of that system may sell less. That may be what the issue might be.
I don't think. Right. What I think is going to happen is The Last of Us Part 2 is going to sell much better than The Last of Us Part 1 in a shorter period of time. And people are going to go, haha, it didn't have any effect at all. But they're not going to take into consideration, as all these people do, the fact that there's a 7-year differential and the gaming industry has exponentially increased in those 7 years. So, as regards to sales, will The Last of Us Part 2 hit 17 million sales in 2 years? That's going to be the real benchmark with this. And I'm not actually convinced that it will, because I do think it's going to have a heavy spike on sales at the beginning. And then I do think it's going to be so divisive, the people who are kind of on the fence-ish, some will be turned off, some won't. So I do think there's going to be a split. We're just not going to be able to physically see it early doors. But when it comes to the PS5, they're not going to package this with the PS5. It might be packaged as a secondary title with at least 2 primary PS5 titles.
Do you think they'll put 3 games in the PS5
for a bundle deal? Not they'll have them separate. They'll have one game. They'll have a 2-game bundle, but they won't push Last of Us Part 2 as a PlayStation 5 game. It'll come out. They'll push that later on.
Mason W. I posted the link to the community tab earlier.
Good idea.
So, yeah, I mean, if we're getting ghosted, we're getting ghosted. It's part of our understanding how this whole thing works, and that's totally fine. We've had a really good stream. We peaked around 2,400 people, so that was great. And so we'll keep plugging away. But I'm going to talk to Gary if my plan is to keep doing more live streams over here. I'll get advice from the expert himself.
Oh, boy.
He's the Gandalf of the Fandom Menace. So but
I totally agree with Az's point.
Pass.
I totally agree with Az's point about that, because the PS4 has sold 110 million consoles. There's 110 million out there right now. 7 years ago, how many were there? 20, 30, 40? The game will sell a lot at launch. But it's going to be just like when people say, look at Rise of Skywalker and say it made $1 billion.
Yeah.
Right. Well, what should it have made? That's
really.
the kind of thing we're going to have here.
Boycott Activision was asking about Cyberpunk. We have covered Cyberpunk quite a bit over on Gaming with Geeks, our gaming channel, which was just monetized, where we do a weekly podcast on Saturdays, which has been growing every single week. So if you have not subscribed to Gaming with Geeks, please go do that. We just crossed 6,000 subs over there, and just got monetized today. So we're really excited. So we're probably going to have a really good, and I know Ryan is so happy about this, because I told Ryan, I said, if this channel gets denied again for monetization, I think I'm just going to shut it down. He was like, motherfucker, we've worked on this thing.
I was going to fucking kill you. If you did
No,
that.
it's so I know Ryan is relieved that we got, and Ryan and Lethal and Mark have been doing a fantastic job on that channel, growing that. So shout out to all of them. So please go support that. But that is where you're going to find the nothing but gaming content. I know that the people out there on Twitter, the weirdos that really sit when they pee, they've been saying Geeks and Gamers doesn't cover gaming. No, we don't cover gaming on the main channel because of the fucking algorithm. It's all algorithm. I put a fucking Mario Kart highlight on here that's fucking fantastic. It's like 7,000 fucking views. There's nothing. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I put a game footage up yesterday. And it got
Do what?
I put the PUBG footage up yesterday, and it got like 8K views.
Yeah, dude. It's horrible. It's
like sandwiched in between like 80K and 50K. And I'm just fucking laughing when I'm looking at it.
So at least we should, because I'm sitting there going, that was a bad decision, Jeremy. But I'm going to keep doing it. I'm gonna put these Mario Kart clips here on the main channel here and there, more so on Geeks and Gamers Live. But it's frustrating. You got like videos that's 80,000 views, 150,000 views, 7,000 views.
Yep.
weird. But that's, you have to play the algorithm. That's why we have so many spinoff channels. We have Park Hoppin', we have Gaming with Geeks, we have Sports Wars, we have the live channel. This is what you have to do once you start getting. This is why you see channels that don't diversify their content so much. The algorithm does not benefit from diversity of content. It benefits from you talking about the same shit that's trending on Twitter. You know what I mean? Whatever. That's what it does. And that's why we've created so many channels. So, and Gary's Livestream channel is fucking rocking and rolling, man. So where are you at now? Like at 25,000 subs?
Almost at 25,000 subs.
Killing it, man. Killing it. So
I post more there than I do on my main channel. I mean, I do more live streams than I make videos. So
you do. Yeah. You're a live stream. What about you, Just Some Guy? What have you figured any tricks of the algorithm out, or do you just kind of just not give a fuck?
I post it and then tell YouTube to go fuck itself. I don't try to figure it out. I'm not that type of person. I don't have the brain for that.
Yeah.
I just try to make content that's consistent, that's topics that I usually talk about, and then see what happens. They've messed with my channel ever since I monetized it. So every 2 or 3 months, something's gonna happen anyway. So I just go with it and I'll post whatever I want to post.
That's the healthy approach.
Yeah. I think at the end of the day, when you post something and it blows up, that's YouTube saying, "Hey, do more of that. Do more of that, please."
Yeah.
So then you do more of it, and then you have people.
I do until they get the views.
Yeah. You do more of it until that YouTube tells you that, okay, we're done with this now, and then I don't know. I try to talk about what I know and keep it with what Jeremy said. You got to keep it within the realm of your narrative, whatever that is, and stay on subjects you know something about. That's what works for me.
Well, I've had to switch from gaming to entertainment channel. That's what I've had to switch that.
Yeah, that's hard. That's not an easy thing to do. That's practically starting over. Mecca did that. Mecca was the video game channel.
Sony helped a lot with that, though.
Yeah. Oh, they do. Just Some Guy. It's people were complaining that I stopped covering.
Do that. All of you can watch the terrible shows, and I'll just watch your videos about the terrible shows, so I can spare myself.
That's funny that you bring that up. I've been secretly catching up on a Batwoman. I am almost done with the final episode, and holy crap, I will never watch a CW show again.
Well, I don't want to overpromise here, but I've already chatted to Mauler, and we're trying to work on getting a Batwoman roundtable season discussion going.
You'll have more people watching that live stream than you will fucking the last episode.
Probably, yeah. We're trying to get like the main Batwoman, involves.
I was watching. So, I was watching episodes and then watching your reviews, and then God, because it made me feel better after, because I felt kind of dirty after each episode.
Speaking of Mueller, I did talk to him right before I went live. He was going to bed in true Mueller fashion. He was like, well, first he said "fuck Naughty Dog," so I'm passing that on everybody. But he's like, going to bed. He's like, but if you're still streaming when I get up, I'll join you. And I'm like, I'm not going to stream in 8 hours, bro. Mueller in his mind is like every stream is 12 hours. You know.
Doesn't everybody do what I do? Hello.
But so shout out to Mahler though, and
Hail Mahler.
Hail Mahler, the man. All right, so Def Squirrel says, I got that one. Tito530 was getting The Last of Us 2 or T. Louis 2, however you want to look at that.
T. Louis, okay,
King
get the name
Louis
right.
II.
It's T. fucking Louis.
Despite the leak, he said, I was getting The Last of Us 2 despite the leaks, but because the leaks don't tell context. But after the copyright abuse from Naughty Dog, I'm buying it used on eBay. F Naughty Dog.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, that's cool. That's fine.
Yep.
And
That's what Mark's going to try to do.
Yeah, that's what Mark's going to try to do. I mean, look, I've continuously said this, and I will continue to say this. I will never tell you how to spend your money. It is not my business how to tell you to spend your money. I might have an opinion on how you spend it, but I can't tell you what to do. You can do whatever you want. So back when I decided I wasn't going to go see Solo, I point blank said, if that makes you mad, then I would say go watch Solo twice to make up for the fact that I'm not going to see it. I don't care what you do with your money. So I don't care if people go buy Last of Us 2 or not. Now, if you're wanting to know my advice, my recommendation, like you want to play this game, but you don't want to support Naughty Dog, take that advice right there. Because trust me, there's going to be a lot of people after this game comes out. It's going to be a lot of fucking people trading this shit in. There's going to be a lot of used copies out there. So that would be my advice. But again, you are welcome to do whatever you want with your money. I just might judge you if you do a certain thing with this one on this particular topic. But either way, yeah, it's your money, not my business. Dario Sussman says these white collars just thought they were going to squash people easily because it's just quote unquote small people compared to a corporation. Yep, that's it. It's Streisand effect. Point blank, Streisand effect.
I had a comment on my most recent video that just said the Streisand effect brought me here. Like that's all you need to know. That's true. Like so many people had no idea what the fuck's going on. So many people still don't. But there's no doubt that this is blown up in their faces.
Hey, I mean, every channel, Gary and I talk about this a lot. Every channel goes through ups and downs. I mean, there were people that were dancing on my grave because Geeks and Gamers was only getting a couple thousand subs, and we were constantly getting tons of subs, but the subs growth slowed down. There were people like, Jeremy, it's over. It's like, all right, whatever. But now, because of Sony, because of Naughty Dog, I mean, we've gained like 16,000 subs in the past 23 or 24 days. Mm-hmm. Insane. That's not quite the best growth we've ever had, but it's among the probably top 5, months we have ever had on this channel. What the fuck are they thinking? Like, again, it's so
the only month that I've had better growth than this is when Blizzard totally fucked up BlizzCon, followed immediately by Battlefield 5, followed immediately by Fallout 76. And that all just happened in like the space of 2 fucking weeks.
Yeah.
So my channel was just going...
Sony is the blue pill for YouTube.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. But this one has just been Sony on its own doing its thing. It's like, Jesus Christ, thank you, guys.
Yep. So it's hilarious. And yeah, this was an all-time terrible decision. Have you seen some good growth out of this, Just Some Guy?
Quite a bit. I had already had a little bit of an uptick from my previous videos. I had upset some folks before, so it's just like it's a constant thing. There's always something that pisses YouTube off, and then they screw with the videos, and then I get a little bit of an uptick, and then it disappears for a couple of weeks, and then it comes back. So I've gotten a pretty big uptick though after I said that Sony broke the law. That sort of like jacked it up really high.
Yeah. Marston says, are you guys having trouble viewing the stream?
Like buffering?
I mean, if you're having any buffering issues, I would say just refresh.
If you can't hear this, please refresh.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, but people in the chat would always repeat. That's why. But I get your point. Fuck you. All right. It's just like, dude, I loved it last night. Like, I'm in the event, we may lose more viewers now than Ryan made us lose earlier, but I'm only going to say this for just a minute, okay? Even if you're not into sports, watch The Last Dance. It is the greatest documentary I've ever seen. It's on Michael Jordan and the Chicago Bulls. Oh my goodness. That type of mentality is missing from our culture. That alpha mentality, that get the fuck out of my way. I'm going to do whatever the fuck it takes to be successful. Holy shit, it's amazing. Oh my God, it's so good.
When people in the chat, are saying, Ryan, you take these Mario Kart streams way too seriously. Calm down. No, motherfucker. That's the problem. That fucking MJ killer fucking attitude. It's not how much he wanted to win. It's how much he fucking hated losing. He refused it. He refused it by the force of his fucking will. And that's what we're missing in today's culture, and specifically today's bitch-ass NBA. Fuck LeBron James.
Well, I mean, I'm going back to Batwoman. This week's villain in Batwoman was the NFL, was CTE, was somebody who was an American footballer who got CTE, and that caused them to go Abby Savage.
It was perfectly. Hey, did you like how it was perfectly okay that he killed the white guy? in the train. But
yeah,
you let everybody else go.
All the other diversity's got out. And then
Yeah,
the
you
white
let them all
guy's
go,
left there,
but the
he
one
just
white
cuts his head
guy
off.
is like, you're done. That was so funny.
More than two genders. Jeremy is unsubbed over the sport. It's celebrating the destruction of the view count. More people are saying it's ghosted. We're in a perfect storm to fuck this whole shit up now. So, oh man, but so back to the super chats. Zero Duality says, Jeremy, is your toaster single?
Well, if it isn't, it needs to clean itself up first before it goes.
It certainly does. It really does. Have you seen this toaster? Jesus.
Really quick announcement. So, you guys know I interviewed John Flickinger, the Flick Pick, on this channel. Now I loved talking to him. He's been one of my favorite YouTubers for a long time. Upcoming interviews. We have Cameron Pasha, who's been in Hollywood for 19 years, disagrees with me politically, Muslim and a person of color. I don't know exactly what he identifies as, so whatever, but he is a fan of mine. He's a fan of Geeks and Gamers, and he hates Hollywood identity politics. He fucking hates it. And he is going to be dropping some bombs. So I'm going to have him on the channel. And also Taj Jackson, Michael Jackson's nephew. Going to be doing both of those this week. So look for those on the channel. And then Gary and I are discussing an option for our live stream on this channel about how we're going to handle it. And maybe do it a little differently than Friday Night Tights. I'm not sure. We may just make it, a Friday Night Tights version on this channel. We'll see. But those interviews are never going to get the big views, of everything else. But the important thing is to create discussions, create, dialogue here on this channel, and show people that, we're willing to talk to people that we might not see eye to eye with. But at the end of the day, I doubt anybody that is pro identity politics is actually going to come talk to me, because those people are bitches. But if they're willing to talk to me, boom, make it happen. You know what I mean?
Get that dear lady.
Lethal, I'll work on that. Lethal.
She's on Twitch. You can talk to her about streaming.
All right, done. So that's this part. Look, the evolution of this channel. This channel is going to continue to evolve. We're going to continue to shape it in different directions. I'm looking forward to it. By the way, if anybody needs to bounce, feel free. Az, I don't know, what time is it there?
You shut the fuck up.
That means it's early in the morning.
2 in the morning for him.
2 in the morning, top of the morning. So yeah.
Top of the morning.
Monday Night Might. I was going to think Monday Night Fights. That's what I was going to call it. So I think Monday Night Tights would be the better one. I don't know could we do Mondays? Are you available on Monday, Gary, normally?
I don't know yet. I have to get back to you on that one.
Okay. So let's see.
Gary is close to gay. Wow. Gay Jeremy. It is. It's just missing an R. Yeah. Oh, it's not like I haven't heard that one since elementary school.
I know, it was funny because it was coming from gay Jeremy. You know what I mean? Like it's.
Why do you think they name every gay character Gary? The ambiguously gay duo has Gary in it. Yeah,
Oh,
I didn't give myself the name.
Ryan Griffith. How did you come up with that one, man? Monday Night Raw. Let's call it that. So
Monday Night Going in Raw. How about that?
All right.
Somebody else has already got that one.
Yeah. They've also got the Comicsgate trademark.
CH says ban voice chat in live streams. Oh man. Oh god. Decisive Red says, glad you got the strike removed. Screw the MAM enablers. They can't stress the truth. People are tired of this nonsense and this censorship. Yes, I agree with everything you said. Josh Main, new member of the channel. Thank you, Josh. Appreciate that. Angel Chang says, wouldn't it be great if Sony's PS5 announcement got striked and shut down halfway in their stream? Maybe then they'll listen.
By heel versus babyface.
That
would be the greatest thing
ever.
ever.
It shows it on the screen. This has been pulled down by heel versus babyface.
This copyright has been blocked by because it says that Disney Interactive.
It says it.
Yep.
It doesn't say that.
Oh man, that's good. That's good. Makani90 says, good thing Naughty Dog is backing down. Now Jeremy Osteen can start getting paid again. Jeremy Osteen is very, very happy tonight. There's been a lot of dollars falling from the sky. Lord is shining down on Geeks and Gamers tonight.
Praise Neil Cuckman.
Praise Neil Cuckman. Praise Neil
Praise
Cuckman.
him.
Praise Anita what is it? Skunk Skeesian, something like that. Praise her. Crispy Critter says, I'm a golfer and I'm deeply offended. How dare you? I do have Mario Golf on the TV. For no reason whatsoever. I have that on the TV. By the way, I'm going to show you guys. This is my thumbnail for my next video, the video I'm uploading. Oh man, let's see if I can. This is my thumbnail. This is great. Right there.
Yeah.
Let's see if I can.
There you go. That's Syndek made that.
Boom.
Shout out to
That is
Syndek.
awesome. How dare you?
I love it. So that's going to be for my next upload, which will happen later tonight after this stream. That's going to be the thumbnail right there. Darth Who says, with all the crazy stuff going on this year, waking up to this news has been positive. A positive a lot of us needed. Keep up the good fight, my dude. People power is stronger than big corporations would believe. It absolutely is. And I think this is a thing that mainstream media continues to struggle with as well. And big corporations are obviously struggling with it. They don't really seem to understand the power of social media, the power of independent content creators. And this is why they hate PewDiePie so much, because he has so much power and so much influence. This is why they're constantly trying to discredit him, constantly painting him as an ist or an ism or a Yahtzee or whatever. You know what I mean? And they can't stand when they can't control the narrative. And again, it's customer service at its core foundation is what this is. It's what they operate within, customer service. And anybody that's ever worked in retail like myself, you just have to deal with this type of shit. You have to deal with people. You have to listen to, like, at the end of the day, you have to listen to people that came to my store, even though they pissed me off. I couldn't stand listening to them. They're the people that kept my store in business. You know what I mean? Like, they're the reason I had a job. And you have to listen to your customers. You just do. It's that simple. It's not that complicated. But thank you for the super chat. I appreciate that. Max Ball. Apparently, the Dear Twitch lady is backed by the ADL now. I don't know if you heard about it already. Anyways, love you guys. F. Soini. Yes, I know Memology uploaded a video, I believe, talking about it. Is there any more insight that we have on that right now?
Mm-hmm.
She's been here for a while. She's got a profile up on the page.
Oh wow!
It looks like they were the ones who pushed for her to receive her position.
Yep.
So it's all very behind, incestuous there.
It's bad. I mean, like she's like literally threatening people. She's literally threatening people. I mean, it's crazy. That video Keemstar posted was crazy.
She's so blatant about it. That's the fucking problem. Is that
they're mentally ill?
Yeah,
they're mentally ill.
Well, that's true, but the idea that someone can be given that position, regardless of how this person identifies, the idea of how they feel about people in the chat, what they're calling the people in the chat, what you're calling gamers, the fact that you have been given this, and then you're saying, I could cause a lot of problems for people. They're not going to touch me. Like, what are they going to do to me? I have power and I'm going to use it. Saying it blatantly like that.
Well, yeah, she essentially said that diversity was a weapon, but I'm not even talking about that element. I'm talking about the crazy fucking gear shit. That in itself. That is in itself is this person is not compos mentis, and that's the nicest way.
It is now a right wing position to call somebody mentally ill, even though they obviously are.
I'm a Yahtzee, can't spell Nazi without as.
Yeah.
I just got I will say it privately too, but I will say public. Yeah, I just got invited to the kill stream, so I'm gonna set up a time for them, and so I'll be hopping on with the Ethan Ralph boys.
Nice.
So I'll follow up with them though. So yeah,
Get ready for that D Live buffering.
So yeah, I love those guys though. So all right, Max Ball, or I got that one. Andrew Collins, hey, first super chat on this stream and first time on this stream. Screw Naughty Dog, Sony, and Neil Cuckman. Wait, he would probably like that since he gets pegged by Anita. Also, hi from Taiwan. That's beautiful. Thank you so much. Thank you. I appreciate that. Let's see, Johnny the Whiz Kid. I'm still able to lawyer up for those who were false struck. Take Naughty Dog down. Stop Sony and Musso from striking again. Murta told me to link to a Kickstarter, but when do you think might be a good time to do so? I mean, that's such a complicated situation right now. I think we just have to let the situation work itself out right now, and then we will see if they try it again. Right now, I just say we let the situation work itself out, and then we go from there. So, but Johnny, thank you so much for the support. I know you've been really supportive, been reaching out to a lot of people. And Raylar is a new member. Thank you for becoming a new member. Appreciate that. Lars Leonard says, nothing to report, just saying hi, guys. Oh, and F Naughty Dog. Lathian LaRue. Love you as no homo. Crispy Curtis says, Congress will have to look at YouTube's abuse, or at TY's abuse. TY?
I think it meant to be YT.
It might probably was YouTube is what they meant to say.
T. Louis.
T. Louis.
King Louis II. The front.
Detritus. That Huntress murders Ryan's gay Funko Pop.
What?
Yeah.
Yes, I got
TikTok.
I fucking hate
Beta.
Funko Pops. I hate Funko Pops. And I obviously hate fucking Ray. So that's all I get is fucking troll shit. I don't know why I fucking got a P.O. box. All they send me is bullshit. They send me this Mario Kart fucking mask because I hate wearing a mask out in public and I hate Mario Kart. And then someone sends me this shit. This fucking Ray, this Ray Pop Funko. Are you fucking kidding me? But I made the mistake of telling people, if you send me shit I don't like, I will fucking burn it and destroy it unless you tell me you really want me to have it. Then I won't, out of respect for you. So yeah, got this fucking shit.
That sounded so respectful right there.
Do you know who else really wanted to have it?
I love him so much.
I was going to say Preston Poulter, but okay.
Bo Snake says the only way knock out these the only way to, I think is what you meant to say. The only way to knock out these idiots in the industry is a hard reset. Well, I mean, we've got to, it's all about like supporting them financially. Like, again, if this is your thing, give them your money. If it's not, don't, again, guess what we didn't get? We didn't get a sequel to Ghostbusters 2016. You know why? Because nobody fucking went and saw it. It's that simple. So speak with your wallet. That's the best thing we can do. Dean Heiss says, I wish I owned a PS4 just so I could purposely not buy that game. Zero Duality says, Dear Abbey Gate, Blue-Eyed Scorpio. Blue-Eyed Scorpio says, I don't have anything interesting to say. Well, that was pretty interesting to me. I appreciate shit. It just jumped on me, motherfucker.
I hate it when that happens.
Somebody do something. Gary, do something.
Oh, somebody in the chat just said, Jeremy Ryan, heel, just some guy, Nerdrotic. I'm about to do a very bad thing. Don't do that.
Do a good thing.
Do a good thing.
Do a good thing.
Well, I want to hear what it is, though. Before I make a judgment.
No. Just do a good thing. Just don't do a bad thing. Do a good thing.
Yeah. Do a good thing.
Do a good thing, or just go to bed, have a sleep, wake up, see how you feel in the morning.
I don't know. Do it.
Okay, bro. I really hate when that thing jumps around on you. It really can screw you all up. And Gary,
put on a movie, put on a film, put on a movie, put on something to distract yourself.
Like I was last week when he had the same problem. Sorry, Gary, you're learning. You're too busy being the leader.
No, I'll never completely figure it out. Come on. I got raging ADHD. It's like the worst thing. I do need a producer, and Lady Greymaster, I will be talking to you soon.
Yes.
So, yeah. Because it is just not very good for my skill set, which is very limited. So
Cody Connor says, hey guys, congrats on your victory against Sony. Keep up the good fight. Also, shout out to Just Some Guy. Love your content, man. You're my favorite black-white supremacist.
Oh yeah, that's awesome.
What's that Chappelle skit?
White supremacist who looks like he's Asian. That's awesome.
What's that Chappelle skit where he's he doesn't know what organization he's joining?
yes.
So yes. Good that was like the first episode too. That was genius. It was like, how do you get better than this? And then he gives you Rick James.
Yeah.
Where are we at? Connor. Oh, I got that one. Edward Coleman, welcome back. Congrats on the win. As always, War Eagle, first live stream back. And of course, no notification, but I'll continue to support. How does Edward Coleman not get notifications? This guy's been supporting me on live streams from like 20,000 subs, it seems like. You know what I mean? Like, it's crazy. He never
YouTube, he loves to just like remove you from people's channels and remove the notifications. I found out that I was removed from like 8 different channels I was watching. Like they removed my subscription to them as I was watching the freaking channel. It's like unreal. Like I know I'm looking at it and it's like, wait a minute.
Yeah.
That was grayed out. I know it was grayed out. I just reloaded the page. Removed.
Yep.
I don't know why they do that.
It's
all
it's
I know
so
is if I ever get caught out that way, I'm just going to say I absolutely was subscribed to you, dude. I promise. But YouTube.
Brown Gajan says, am I watching Friday Night Tights? Not complaining. Monday Night Fights is what you're watching. Eric K. Jeremy, knowing is half the battle. Have you noticed the Hasbro stream of G.I. Joe for the last week? Messaged you about it. Yes, they are. Last time I looked anyway, they had a bunch of the animated series on there. So if you've never seen the G.I. Joe animated series from the 80s, go over to Hasbro's YouTube channel. It's awesome. Modalicious says 18 subs. Eat it, beaches. Congrats on 18 subs, Modalicious,
Nice.
longtime supporter. Giorgio ASMR. This is just a little thank you for being awesome to me and your amazing win here tonight. I appreciate this brand. Giorgio, awesome supporter. Thank you, buddy. I appreciate that so much, man. Let me see.
I remember having 24 subs. I can't remember who subbed to me first, but I do remember there was one point where I was like, oh, I've just gone over 20. I'm on 23, 24 subs.
Yep.
And I was like,
Cellmate says Marblehead bust of the Geeks and Gamer staff win. I mean, I'd love to make that happen pretty quickly. That'd be great. That and toys. Make some Geeks and Gamers toys. So
just do it like a little actual marble. Like marble for heads. That might be more doable at this point.
Mr. Plinkett's Picard review just dropped.
Oh, god damn. I was going to try to get mine out before his. Shit.
I
I got to go. No.
all right, chat. All right, chat.
Rhaegar Targaryen says, hey, Naughty Dog, what did the 5 fingers say to the face slap? Hail to the fandom menace. This is how we do it. # without respect, we reject. Yes, yes, indeed. More than 2 genders, Jeremy. My name is not an option. It's a fact. # dear power. Oh, man.
34 minutes.
Do what?
It's 1 hour, 34 minutes.
Wow. Zach
Holy
Gilbert.
shit.
Holy hell. Hail, Jeremy, the pride. Oh, man, I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that. Thank you for the super chat. Riff Magos, well done on fighting Soini and winning. Thank you, Az, for keeping me laughing through all this. You're the man. He is the man.
Thank you for watching.
Yeah, I'm so happy that Gary brought him on to Friday Night Tights and I got to meet Az. He's great.
I'm so not happy I met you.
Sony's beat up booty hole, $20 says help. Is that Darkside Droids? It's the same picture as Darkside Droids.
But Darkside Droids, he hasn't. It
change his
like
name,
a
though,
picture, but it's not. Yeah,
Well, no, I
Darkside
know
Droids
that.
is just chatted.
Yeah, so
You can see
I
it.
know. I didn't know if you change. I don't know how people. You can't change names that quickly on your YouTube. So
You can, but you can only do it like twice. And then
Justin
you're done
Proper
for-
proved that when he went to what was it? Jenny, Proper Jenny.
Proper Jenny.
Yeah,
Yeah.
proper Jenny.
was fantastic. Darkstar 76, awesome win for all of you. Welcome back, brother. Thank you so much. Revan, Kathleen Kennedy needs to be fired. That's a fact. Captain Spire, I tried to get The Last of Us 2 from my ColecoVision, but it seems an 8-bit game console can't play a 2-bit game made by halfwits. Shame.
The Kathleen Kennedy, people can't relate to Luke Skywalker. Women have driven Star Wars. That's why everything's getting changed.
He said it. I didn't say it. I just thought it.
What? This is the Kathleen Kennedy just said all this. And then there was the picture of the woman at Disney, at Lucasfilm, and there was the picture of Luke Skywalker, and he was X'd. They'd got a red marker and X'd out his face.
But that was
Really?
that was back in 2018.
I addressed this. So I addressed this. I know the guy that put the red X out on his face. I mean, again, I have no reason to defend this person whatsoever outside of the fact that I'm just giving you the truth. I knew him before he worked at Lucasfilm. He's always had this thing where he's pro-Empire, you know. So he's like that. It's a kind of a running joke with him, you know, where I'm pro-Empire. I'm the dark side. I'm all about Vader and pro-Empire. So it's always been a thing. I get how it looks, and I'm not. And this person has completely disowned me since I started speaking out against Disney Star Wars. You know what I mean?
The Empire represented the Nazis.
Apparently, you know.
So is he saying he identifies as a Nazi? Because that's what he's actually saying.
Yeah. And so, I mean, again, you take it however you want it. I'm just telling you my perspective on it. I do know the guy. At least I did know him before my opinions became problematic. That's all it is. I mean, I get it, though, how it looks from the perspective of what's happened with Lucasfilm. And I can't speak to how this person feels about what's going on with current Disney or anything like that. They still work there. So that tells you all you need to know, probably. But, you know, I made a video on it a while back. So, but people.
Can the chat just fuck off? With my fucking late breaking news shit, all right? I'm behind on stuff.
Dude,
I'm catching up.
Breaking old stories left and right now, man.
I'm catching up right now, and if I've got to break some fucking 2-year-old shit, I'm breaking some 2-year-old shit. All right.
So good.
It blew up yesterday on Twitter. Somebody posted it, and it like blew up again, right? And so, I don't know what's real
anymore. I don't know what's real anymore.
Yeah, Itchy Baka did a whole series about this stuff back in the day. If you want to check out Disney Star Wars dumb.wordpress.
Oh, no.
Oh my god.
Oh, he's so stunning and brave.
Oh my god.
Jeez.
Oh, I don't know. I don't give a shit how much I love somebody. They're not sticking a fucking dildo in my ass.
And Chris says, hail gents, hail chat, huge congrats. Thank you. Lady Gravemaster, Solo lost money, Raylos are weird, fuck Naughty Dog, release the Snyder Cut, lesbians can't save Catwoman.
Like Catwoman or Batwoman?
Batwoman.
Catwoman, yeah. They're bringing more lesbians for season 2.
Yeah, they haven't saved Batwoman so far, so I can't imagine more lesbians. Yeah.
They managed to cram 6 lesbians into the pre-season finale.
Somehow it's bombing.
Yeah,
I know. Well, yeah. How do you bomb with lesbians? Well, the CW found a way.
Is this confirmed? Yeah. Is that confirmed?
Yes.
That's his Mike Zero.
Whoa. What? Okay. You're Mike Zero? Do you know who Mike Zero is?
Yeah.
Okay.
Fuck you.
How do you find time to post 12 videos a day?
I've got my new hot video ready for tomorrow. The Last Jedi looks set to bomb at cinema.
Yeah.
I'm getting there. I'm catching up. All right. I'm catching up. A lot of pop culture war I've been not a part of. I've just joined part way through.
I feel like I don't know how he has time to make his fucking thumbnails. His fucking thumbnails are out of this world. Like I would literally not have any time for videos. Luckily, he just says the same thing every video, so maybe it's just the same one over and over again.
No, wait. See, Jeremy, I'm supposed to be the one on my phone while you're hosting when we're reversing this. Hang on. Hold on. Hold the fucking phone for a second. Hang on. No. I'm turning
after
my
the fallout of.
Hang on.
Oh, he finally graces us with his appearance. Is this the part where I can go off cam now?
No, this is the part where you host the show and I'm on the phone the whole time. So.
Oh, okay. All right.
I mean, I don't ever answer my phone, so I'm actually not really doing anything. So,
you knew I was about to say
I'll
that
text
shit.
you. We'll go Inception.
You knew I was going to call you out on that shit if you didn't own it first.
Here, fuck you. That's what I'm texting you right now. Right. There. No, I put duck you. Damn it, God corrected me.
Oh, he did
check out the Twitter DMs. I've dropped a little something in there.
All right.
Oh, I wish we had Odin here to do the voice.
Mike's just followed me on Twitter.
I could be Odin going, it's my bedtime now. I've got to go.
There's a roast in the oven.
Yes, Martha's got a roast in the oven. I'm going to eat it on the Davenport.
Why did you say that name?
Did you say that name?
By the way, I have to make this point, okay? Because it made me like Batman v Superman a little bit more. But I watched Clerks rebooted for the first time. I'm sorry, Jay and Silent Bob rebooted. Loved it. And that point where Ben Affleck says, like, you know, he makes the joke about Martha. I was like, I kind of fucking like that movie a little bit more now just because of that fucking moment from Affleck. Because I love Ben Affleck. I really do. But that was that nod right there was beautiful. But that was a good movie. I really enjoyed that. I mean, I'm a huge Kevin Smith fan. That movie just went under the radar for me. A lot of people didn't talk about that.
He's gone so soy, it's ridiculous.
Oh no, he absolutely, like, Kevin Smith, like, I can't take his opinion seriously or anything like that, but like his movies, you know, when it comes to his movies, like, I will never not love him for his Clerks movies, you know, Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back, everything.
It just pisses me off because I used to love listening to when he podcasted Fat Man on Batman.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
And it was a podcast and it had people like Scott Snyder on, it would have Grant Morrison on. And those fucking conversations were just the bomb. They were just the absolute fucking bomb.
Yep.
And now it's just like you've gone from that to this, you know, he's totally playing the Hollywood game. And it's just like,
he's just like Howard Stern. He was just thirsty the whole time. He was total sellout.
He's doing a fucking after show. Oh, so we just got done with Crisis on Infinite Earths. Holy cow, guys. It was just, it was amazing. What just happened? Like, shut the fuck up, dude. Gain your fucking weight back so you got better opinions.
Right. My favorite part was when Lois complained about the wage gap in Crisis and Infinite Earths. It was so beautiful.
Oh, God. Fucking hell.
Oh, man. I swear. These people. Kevin Smith, though. I do. I can't listen to his opinions whatsoever. And I did. I used to listen to Fat Man on Batman. I used to enjoy the hell out of that podcast. And it's just gotten to the point where he is the most predictable person on the planet. When you nothing he says you can take seriously. Nothing. It's really, really sad. You gotta go, Nerdrotic.
I gotta go. I gotta run. I gotta finish my video.
Hey, plug your channel. You need all the help you can get.
Well, today I do. Apparently, I don't know. Something weird going on. But hey, if you want to subscribe to Nerdrotic, please do. I talk about random shit. Tomorrow's Batwoman.
Ooh, there we go.
Yes.
All right, man. Appreciate you showing up, man. Appreciate it.
Hey, thanks for. I'm sorry I had to bail out early, but
man, it's all good. It's all good.
Right.
Let's just pay back because I keep leaving Friday Night Tights early. So.
Oh God, it's all good. So I'll see you. I'll see you guys Friday, and have just some guy. Take it easy, Ryan. Take it easy. Don't be so cheap. I love you so much.
Always good.
Love you so much.
Always good to see you, Dad.
Hey,
see you later, dude.
Take it easy. Behave yourself, Ryan.
My San Franciscan.
Oh man. So we does anybody else need to bounce? Because I appreciate you guys being here. So anybody good? You guys good?
No, I'm good.
Okay.
I'm constipated.
I don't give a fuck about you as you're staying regardless. So let me see. Riff Mago says, LOL, the look on Ryan's face. Quote, you see what I have to deal with? Jeremy is insane. Yeah, I mean, the Mario Kart streams have really pissed him off. So
yeah. Yeah, they do. Again, somebody fucking had just a couple minutes ago was like, why do you take Mario Kart so seriously? I don't give a fuck about Mario Kart. I don't care if I'm playing fucking checkers. I want to fucking win. If you're not first, you're last. That's like, come on. If you're
Ricky Bobby,
it doesn't matter what it is.
Az is looking at you right now.
Yeah, you know what I'm fucking saying.
Keep crying, bitch. Keep fucking crying.
I'm not crying. I'm screaming.
I gotta catch your tears here. I gotta catch your tears.
You're gonna catch something else down there, Preston.
All right. Well, since that's a topic of discussion, just so everybody understands, this is what you're missing on the Twitch streams right here.
Oh, God.
I was in 11th place, and now I'm in last. Thank you.
You're
Everything that happened just then. Thank you.
You're welcome.
God.
Oh, damn it.
Jeez, man. A big thanks I hated to everything that just happened.
Oh, God, that fucking dirt. God! God!
The people are worried about my blood pressure.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, this one's pretty good too, I guess.
The one where
Really?
Krista wins.
Like...
The one where Krista, the sweetest perch, she's like, "Oh, I won! Yay!" Ron's like, "Fucking bullshit."
That was normal.
Right here.
So boomerangs are fucking brutal in this game, man. They really are.
I get it, Ryan.
God damn it, Krista! What the fuck?
Ryan.
God damn it!
Fuck!
I was 12 the whole time and somehow finished in 4th. I don't know.
Damn, girl. Look at me. I'm in second place.
Yay,
Krista finished second?
I'm not last.
Yes.
Wow. Fucking bullshit. This one right here is the most frustrating. I was in like first.
You're the dark side Phil of Mario Kart. Fuck's sake.
Look how bad this is.
So
He's like in fifth.
He
He gets up to like right here, fifth, and then watch what happens.
Fuck
I don't have a ball.
Oh.
Oh no!
You're
welcome.
fucking kidding me.
That huge lead. I slammed the
Oh Jesus Christ!
Oh, my cheeks are hurting. My cheeks are actually
Yes.
hurting.
So make sure to check out gaming or Geeks and Gamers Twitch account. I'm sure I can find that somewhere.
Give me your PO box number so I can send you some blood pressure medication.
Yeah, I was gonna say, watch it before Ryan dies of an aneurysm.
Yeah, I get a lot of comments about that, about brain aneurysms and shit. But I mean, I don't know. But yeah, my PO box is conveniently located in every one of my videos. If you want to send me anything like blood pressure medication or other pop Funkos that I fucking hate, yes, please feel free.
Oh man, Zach Gilbert says $1 for each gender the left thinks there is. All right, thank you for the super chat. The Fandom Menace, hail the Fandom Menace. We always win. Thank you, Noah. Congratulations on your recent monetization. Zach Gilbert, $1 for each gender there actually is, and that's a $2 super chat. Captain Spire, the people had a clear exit path. Zod didn't need to move his head, just his eyes. Superman could have put his hands over Zod's eyes. That tense moment was an insincere, forced attempt at a plot. Ryan?
Yeah, except he's stronger than Superman. He actually knows martial arts, and then once his eyes were uncovered again, he'd still murder everybody. So he can't knock him out. He's not strong enough to do it. And even if he knocked him out, when Zod wakes up, what then? Is Superman going to sit there the whole time waiting for him to wake up? So he has no choice. He has to kill him.
And also, they've established that they've been firing fucking laser beams at each other and hurting each other like that. So I don't see that, like, put his hands over his eyes. It's not going to work. It's fucking hurting him.
Yeah.
I don't care.
Yeah, I mean, I get it. For all my problems with those movies, that's not really one I really have a problem with at all. So, not at all. All right.
I do. It was too early. It was too early for him to kill somebody.
It was too early for him to die in his second film. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, everything was too early with that universe. Fucking hell. Rush.
Where we at? Darth Vader says, you guys have a good night. Keep up the good work. Thank you. Appreciate that. Lightning 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Much love from Edmundston, New Brunswick, Canada. Hashtag Comicsgate. Hashtag the Fandom Menace. Thank you. According to Chrissy, $3 super chat with a super sticker. Thank you. I appreciate that. Fictitious. Dawn of the Dead remake was brilliant. I agree. Dawn of the Dead remake was fantastic.
Good.
Loved it. Mr. Insanity, congrats, Jeremy. PS5 won't take a hit on this. One of the biggest reasons is all the explosive hits like God of War and Horizon people will play. You're probably right. But they definitely need to watch themselves.
Gorilla need to watch themselves because they're in with Cuckman and stuff.
Cuckman, what a bitch.
So I'm a little bit worried about Horizon sequel.
But how much of that stuff are they going to port over? Because I know that's going to be a big draw. Is to like, oh, we got the new graphics engine, trying to port everything over to probably see if they can upgrade some of the stuff to Unreal 5, given the tech demo that just came out. Mm-hmm. So I wonder how much they're going to try to bank on that.
Yeah,
at least for the early games, because there's not a lot that's coming out that they've spoken about yet.
Yeah, no, this stream has absolutely been ghosted. It's clear. I mean, ever since people started posting that in the stream, it's really started going, and that's fine. And we're not going to be here much longer, but it is what it is.
On YouTube, you mean?
Yeah. Yeah. Christopher Arcelia.
Or is that an existential thing, which is we're not going to be here much longer?
Our
lives, our hearts,
shut the fuck up, Peel.
Shut up, bitch.
As it's for you, Christopher Arcelia, as I got Yellow Flash interested to pre-order the Tifa Lockhart statue. I also pre-ordered it. The interesting thing about it, you can take all its clothes off and have her as a nude statue. I
got a question. Does it arrive not
naked?
Painted? Do you have to paint it?
Like a Twitch streamer.
Yeah.
You have to paint it because I've seen it. I saw the link from Yellow Flash, and I've actually got it bookmarked here, and I'm going to bring it right up here, and I can do a screen share if you want.
Okay.
Sorry, she's not naked. You don't see anything.
I was going to look at it before it's like making sure.
Oh, actually, I'll drop the link so you can fucking do it. Fuck it.
Okay.
I'll just get the link and then drop into this chat here, this private chat, not Twitter.
Atlantis super chat. Thank you so much. Dobie, the sequel. This might be slightly off topic, but have any of you seen the tweet from the UN about the push for gender neutral pronouns? Absolutely. Yes. I retweeted that and roasted the hell out of them. Jeez, man.
Did you see what the pronouns were though?
Yes, I did.
Okay.
Yeah, it's unbelievable.
Mankind, humankind, chairman, chair, congressman, legislator, businessman, representative, policeman, police officer, landlord, owner, boyfriend, girlfriend, go fuck off, partner, salesman, salesperson, manpower, workforce, maiden name, family name, fireman, firefighter, husband/wife, spouse.
I felt like owner is the weird. Like instead of saying, "Oh, I need to go see my landlord," I need to go see my owner.
Yeah,
I feel like it sounds a little strange. But,
stupid.
There it is. As
I'm contemplating it, but everywhere's sold out at the moment. I'm contemplating it. I love Tifa so much.
I love her so much. Where are we at? -5257. I'm not buying a PS5 because of this and games being censored. I support your decision. Frank the Tank 285. What's up, guys? How many people do you think are like me? I bought a PS4, or I bought 4 PS4s, 2 for me, 1 for each of my brothers. But now Sony has lost me as a customer. I mean, I think that there's a potential amount of there's a huge amount of people in our world that will be pissed off, but in the big scheme of things, I don't know. It really doesn't. It's hard to determine that. I mean, I think Az is right. I mean, ultimately, I still think they're going to sell really well.
Yeah,
and it really comes down to the games. If the games are great, price points there, the hype's going to be there. You know what I mean? A hype is going to be there. So I mean, EA has been fucking doing this for fucking 20 years. You know what I mean? Like, they've been the worst company on the planet, yet they continue to just, you know, make so much
EA,
money.
Activision's, a lot of them.
Mm-hmm.
They're all still.
Yeah. They have lost some sales. They have lost some sales, but unfortunately, it seems like the biggest thing in the world to us right here, because we're so involved in it and so many of our people are making videos about it. At the end of the day, they have lost some sales, but how big of a dent? I guess we'll see.
Yep. Michael King says, next door in Baldwin County, congrats on your win against Sony and Naughty Dog. Roll Tide, roll Tide, sir. Back at you. There's Jay Bama fan.
What?
Yeah,
boy.
It's about Preston, so I'm trying to figure out how to word this. Preston Frog.
We're ghosted anyway. Don't fucking matter.
Yeah, Preston Frog wrecked anus. New comic. Thoughts?
Oh man, you know, I think that was actually, I think they stole that storyline from something we were supposed to see with Cyclops and Wolverine, if I do recall. So maybe it's gonna be similar to that. I think it's a ripoff, actually.
Sarah B says, "Hail Geeks and Gamers, hail Gary, congrats on the W. Thank you, Modalicious. I got a claim from the Washington Post March. What? I don't know exactly what you're trying to say there. Tyron Beard, a solid win for the Fandom Menace. Congrats, guys. Frack bad K9s. Thank you, Tyron. Is that Tyron from Ricada?
No, that's Ty Beard.
Ty Beard. I always get it confused. So, but there you go. Thank you, Tyron Beard. I appreciate that. Crispy Critters for the toaster fund. Thank you. That is the only reason I did this stream, so I can get a new toaster to make at least not hate me as bad as he normally does.
I love you,
Zach Gilbert. The poor toaster. Imagine the smells. Christopher Arcelia, speaking of Michael Jackson, as I'm sure you're a big fan of Captain EO, there is an exclusive never released video on Retro WDW as cast members mimic out the Captain EO as Captain Eeyore. Yes, Captain EO was awesome. That was an attraction at Disney World. Eden Franklin, do you own or have the original Nintendo? Yes. I have the original NES over there, and I have a Super Nintendo in the box, the original box.
I've got a PlayStation 2.
Nice. And that's the only one you got? Is that the only one you got?
No, I've got Dreamcast down there, PlayStation 1 down there.
Dreamcast, now we're talking.
Look. What's that, though? Dreamcast, yeah. Well, look at what's that?
Well, it's a Funko, but...
What is it, though? Which one?
I can't tell.
The place
that is an unpainted Space Marine Funko.
Really? Mm-hmm. How much is that worth?
I don't know. It's a special edition from Games Workshop, so I don't know. I don't know what they'd be worth now because they run a limited amount, and then when they're gone, they're gone.
I've got a few Funko Pops. I bought Funko Pops of there was some G.I. Joe Funko Pops that came out. There's Cobra Commander, Snake Eyes, Storm Shadow. I've got a couple of just a couple here and there that of characters I like, but it got so obnoxious with people with having this entire wall of and then the John Campios of the world felt like the more Funkos they had behind them, the more credible they were to their audience or something.
I hate Funko Pops. I hate Funko Pops because I feel like it is an analogy for fucking today's pop culture. Everything looks so fucking similar. You can barely tell a difference because everything is just fucking the same ideas recycled over and over again. You can barely tell it apart. And people just fucking consume. And it fucking drives me crazy. I hate Funko Pops.
I did pick up a Chun-Li G.I. Joe figure from the 90s. So it's made in the 3 3/4. I picked that up today at my thrift store. It was pretty awesome. And
I was on Dan Frager's stream the other day, Saturday, Sunday, I don't know, one day. And we just talked old school G.I. Joe because we call them Action Force here in the UK.
Action Force, yep.
So we were talking, and he didn't know that. he didn't know that it's different in the UK. So I was opening his eyes to this. And
I'm gonna go get it.
When Action Force was actually part of Action Man in the UK, and then they got bought out by the same people that did G.I. Joe. And so they changed the Action Force in the UK to G.I. Joe. And it was called Action Force, though, but it would have all the G.I. Joe figures. So you'd have, Snake Eyes and all those kind of people. But they'd be under, hey, nice.
Mm-hmm. There we go. Right there. And
she's got Preston's dildo in her hand. Oh, no, it's her hair. No, it's something else.
So those are G.I. Joe figures were the best, dude. They were the best made. I loved how well made they were. But just G.I. Joe, man, I love them so much. I've got all my G.I. Joes over there. They're the best toys ever. So, all right, were you done? Did I interrupt you, or were you just trying to, talk until I got back? Okay, good job, buddy. Good job. Where are we at? Zero Duality. Pegrotix. I don't know what.
Pegrotic, like nerdrotic.
Pegrotic, yeah.
Oh gosh! Wow. Darkside Droids becomes a new member of the channel. Thank you, Darkside Droids, for your continued support. Corey B. Nerdenbro, here's $5 to buy new warriors and start a barbecue. Matt G, the return of Citizen Jeremy Rose Dog. Yes.
I know a shop that's got 500 copies. They got plenty if you want to buy one.
Gay Jeremy, it's Mario Kart, not Mario Kart. So he said it's Mario Kart with a C, not Mario Kart. Facts. And Ryan is sexy. Oh my God, the gay Jeremy thinks Ryan's sexy now. Oh, this is getting bad. I don't like this timeline at all.
Hey, check out my OnlyFans.
I don't like this timeline at all. And first says, watch the 1980s interviews of Yuri Bezmenov, ex-KGB, to understand the origins of identity politics and the demoralization of Western culture. The guy was dead on. That's Yuri Bezminov, ex-KGB.
Have you seen those?
It's incredible.
They're awesome. He everything that he says is pretty much like today. It's an excellent description of exactly what the Soviets would have done to completely destroy your culture, and that's exactly what the SJWs do.
Yeah, send me a link. I'd love to check that out. Deku Block
culture.
Yes, they are. Deku Blocks, new member of the channel. Thank you so much for that. Patrick O'Connell. Jeremy's lawyer is Paul Heyman. I'd love it to be Paul Heyman or Better Call Saul. So you imagine if Better Call Saul was real, like, and he heard about that, like he would be able to make us millionaires over this. So, oh man, Mr. No, has change.org ever changed anything? No, not at all. Bo Snake, 5 minutes with Dear Lady. I can get a cash screen. King Arturus, I tune in into the stream and Ryan's in the middle of a rant. Sounds about right. Justin Proper, the panel is too white. Sunny Man.
Some guy.
I told you I'm supposed to be a borderline white supremacist.
No respect. At all. Sunny Man, I would say F Naughty Dog, but I don't want Anita's sloppy seconds. Keep up the good work, everyone. Boom. Byron Yoder, DMCA abuse won't stop without pushback that costs them money. If the lawyers feel you have a solid case, you should reconsider suing them. Yeah, it's complicated. I have spoken with my lawyer or my solicitor. Go ahead, say it.
I have spoken with my solicitor.
You sound drunk.
Yeah, he does. 3 in the morning.
I spoke and I said, you
sound like Cecil now. So
and they said it's fine.
But it is complicated. I have spoken with my lawyer about it, but it's complicated.
We got no path forward.
When I watched John Scarce's video and he played the clip of me talking, his whole comment section was roasting how I said lawyer. They're just making fun of it so bad.
You say it like a retard, yes.
Yeah, lawyer. No, it's lawyer. So
lawyer.
They were roasting the fuck out of me. It was so funny. Modalicious. Solicitor. I'm gonna say it. Solicitor. That's what I'm gonna say. Modalicious. Late breaking news. Germany invades Poland. Oh, get on it, Az. Get on it.
I'm on it.
Zach Gilbert breaking. U.S. stock.
That's a Hitler guy. He's not very nice.
Simple Justin. Oh my God, there's a Simple Justin account for Justin Proper, and it's the picture of him as Ronald McDonald when I sent everybody. So the other day we were live streaming on Fandom Menace channel, and I sent everybody that was watching to go and spam him on Twitter asking for his order, giving him their order for a McDonald's order. So number 1, no pickles, whatever, super size, large fry, extra, chicky nuggies, whatever, Oh, he was so mad. So don't go do that again. Don't go to the Justin Proper on Twitter, at the Justin Proper. Don't go and don't give him your McDonald's order. Don't tag him. It just probably would be too many notifications. So don't go to Twitter and hit at Justin or the Justin Proper. Don't go send him whatever your order would be for a fast food restaurant. Right. Don't do it.
So Simple Justin would be saying, no pickles. Is that what it would be? do you want foot fries with that?
I don't know why that's funny.
I didn't even know the guy is.
So fucking good.
So oh, Jesus Christ.
Well, so this happened the other day. So I was like, oh, would it be funny if we had a Jeremy parody account that was like Simple Jack, but Simple Jeremy? And immediately one popped up.
Boom. There it was.
Just said, I love you. I gotta watch Tropic Thunder.
I gotta watch Tropic Thunder again too. By the way,
oh my God. Yeah. Have you seen the behind the scenes with Robert Downey Jr. where he breaks character and he's speaking in his real voice, but he's still in the makeup?
I feel like I have, but I haven't
seen that.
It's hilarious. So he's doing the scene where he's like, I'm the dude. This guy's he's doing that scene. And then like in the middle of it, he has to like say something. So he just cuts and it's just him. But in the freaking blackface, it is absolutely hilarious. And he just goes right back into it.
Oh, boy. That is hilarious right there. That is hilarious.
Look at all the breaking news in the chat for Az. It's like, breaking news, Pangea is no more.
The Berlin Wall's fallen down. It's fucking funny.
Joshua says you should play the clip from yesterday's Twitch stream. Ryan got mad and people kept playing the Titanic flute. I'm not going to play that one, but I'm thinking about uploading it to the channel. I'm working. I had Lyndon send me the clip, so I'm going to work on splicing those together. Dave Antics $20 super chat says, "Yeah, wow. Thank you, Dave. Appreciate that." Cellmate, how many controllers has Ryan murdered in his rage?
Well, so literally, we were playing the other day, and my
that's not
joystick
the fucking question, Ryan. The question is, how many pads have you murdered, Ryan?
In my lifetime, I would say 3. But the fucking Mario Kart, none. The fucking joystick popped off in the middle of a race. I had to race with just a fucking ball. And then I did win a race.
All by itself. You didn't do anything to it. No,
I fucking slammed it repeatedly on the fucking desk. I have dents in this fucking desk here from slamming this controller. But I was able to reattach it.
Oh man, good stuff.
That's my thumbnail for tomorrow, by the way. Berlin Wall falls.
Dead Zone says, just got back from the night shift and drank vodka in your honor, lads. Congratulations with the victory over Cockman, Jeremy. Thank you. Appreciate that. Ryan Champ says, why does Ryan Kennel always seem to come in 6th? Hey, he won 3 races last night. So
I did. I was doing well the first half, and I just fucking got wrecked. I hate Mario Kart. God damn it.
So great. Greatest game ever made. Lucas says Soiny and Not Dog won't be Streisand affected enough until they feel so mediocre compared to you. They won't bend that won't bend the knee. Yeah, I mean, it's going to be, this is not over. I'm just one little YouTuber, and I don't say I'm a little YouTuber to try to diminish the fact that I know we have, a decent amount of subs, but in the big scheme of things, I'm far more important to my haters than I am anyone. Like, they seem to think I have the power to fucking wreck the entire movie solo. They seem to think that the reason that Captain Marvel made $1 billion, so they made so many videos about it. Like, I'm not that important. I'm just a little spoke on the wheel, as all of us are. But collectively, we can make a little bit of noise, but this has got to be bigger than us. It's got to be bigger than our little corner of the internet, to have a significant impact. And it can, but the likelihood of that is not, it's not great,
It will when the game comes out and everybody sees this man beating the shit out of Joel.
Yeah.
Into that.
Yeah, that's true. That is true.
They're gonna be like Ryan over there. There's just gonna be broken controllers everywhere.
When does that happen? That happens about 3 hours they said into the game?
I don't remember. I don't remember.
It's either a third of the way through or 3 hours in or something.
I think around 6 is about right. So a third of the way through.
Yeah. Just imagine playing that game that pissed off for the rest of the game. Like, could you finish the game after that happens? And then you're going to be forced to play as a character. Like, that's no. I don't care if you have to do it for like 20 minutes just to get out the building. I'm done.
Yep. It's crazy, man. Funny Mikey Entertainment says, so glad Jeremy can live stream. Long live Geeks and Gamers. Screw Naughty Dog. That's what's up right there. Raylar says, our dollar super chat. Thanks so much. Hey, Zeus, Kylo Ren. I love him so much.
I love him so much.
Jeffrey Turner, aka Mega Jetty 1. Congrats, guys. If you lose, then small guys lose. That's a great attitude to have right there. Appreciate that, Mega Jetty. And that's gotten us to the end of the road here on the stream. It's been a great stream. This is my first time really experiencing a stream getting ghosted. Like I said, I don't stream that much anyway, so I've actually seen it happen now. So, but we've had a good stream. I do appreciate Gary being here. Just some guy, first time on Geeks and Gamers, as well, first time here, but obviously I have to deal with your stupid ass every Friday. So, and then Ryan, the Strike King, is here. Ryan has more strikes than there are genders at this point.
That's true.
Just some guy, what do you got going on? Plug your channel. Anything you got coming up, man, feel free.
So I decided to jump on Az's bandwagon and post old news. So I've got a David Ayers book. I got David Ayers video coming out about him being harassed by feminists. And then I've got to read some old comics and maybe do some reviews. I've got quite a few that have just been stacking up, so maybe I'll get through those. You can check me out on Just Some Guy. That's my YouTube channel.
All right. It's good to have you here, man. Good talking to you. So
yeah, thanks for having me on.
This guy. How long is he going to do it?
Until he falls asleep. Oh, there he blinked.
You blinked.
He thought about pressing and couldn't help himself.
It's more like he wasn't trying to blink because every time he closes his eyes, he sees it.
Mark Wade's on Indiegogo. Support Comedy Skate. Support Mark Wade.
Oh, man. Good stuff. Thanks for being here, man.
I've got a YouTube channel. It's called Ryan Cannell.
He spent about a minute.
You can follow me on Twitter at Ryan Cannell as well.
So. You can't. He fucking spent about a minute in his other video trying to get above that 10-minute mark to explaining why my name is shit and it should be Cannell instead of Kinnell. But yes, guys, listen, if you want to really send a message to Naughty Dog, oh my God, wear this shit around. Fuck Naughty Dog. I will put the link in chat right there. Please go tell them exactly how you feel. We got sweatshirts. We got men and unisex for Abby t-shirts. We got mugs and we got women shirts. So
can you change the product names? Can you change them so that instead of saying men's and women's, it just says men's and Abby's?
I could look into it. But thank you guys who have bought these. I hope you all are very satisfied, just like Preston. So
good stuff. And again, Go over to Geeks and Gamers Live, our live stream channel. This will be re-uploaded over there. You can also see the live stream that Naughty Dog decided was an infringement upon their copyright, even though there was nothing on the video, absolutely nothing. This is why we have the video back, so you can go over there and check that out. Geeksandgamers.com is still in the works, and we're closing up on getting the final details done. So I thank you for all the support. Anybody live right now we can send people over to?
Jay is. Hold on, I got Jay. Let me get it in the chat.
Drunk 3PO?
Yep.
Oh, go rate Drunk 3PO, baby. Yes. Go
right.
rate Drunk 3PO, our brother.
Jay.
Ask him, how do you fall off the beach? That's all you got to do. Just say, how do you fall off the beach? That's all you got to do. Let's see. Let's. All right. There, just raid him. How do you fall off the beach? He's got his sunglasses on and everything. Look at him. He's got
all the chicks on his thing. He's like, oh, yeah, 3PO. Oh, I got all the girls here.
Let's see. I'm waiting to see when the chat starts raiding him. Yeah, raid Drunk 3PO right now. Let's see what they say in the chat.
Here.
The return of Drunk 3PO live with the hot ladies.
Intoxicated 3PO.
Intoxicated 3PO. But anyway, we're going to wrap it up, guys. Go check out Drunk 3PO. Tell him we sent you. Let's get him. Is he at 10,000 subs yet?
Thank you, mods.
Yeah.
We got to get him to 10,000 subs. So, and then mods, yes, got to thank the mods, just like what is it, Steve Lookner, who's always like, thank the mods. But seriously, Christy, awesome. She's getting there on watch time. She's almost there. So Christy always does a fantastic job. Az is a new mod. I don't know why the fuck I did that. But,
I don't know why I did that.
I don't know. Did that. So, and then Ryan Kennel from Louisiana did a great job here on the stream.
Fuck that bitch. Fuck that bitch.
All right, everybody. Well, have a great night. I appreciate all of you. Thank you for all of the support, for liking the video, for being here, for supporting Geeks and Gamers, and everybody involved. So have a great night, and fuck Naughty Dog. Bye.
In Preston's pooper.